Welcome to the All-State Thursday Night Lights High School Football Game of the Week. We're here at Charles Jessup Stadium in Kenosha, Wisconsin, as Kenosha Bradford takes on Franklin. My name is Mike McGivern. I'm with Sports Radio 1250 WSSP, alongside the Wisconsin Hall of Fame coach Ron Davies, sitting in for Brian Calhoun. Hey, Coach, it's quite the atmosphere for a high school football game.
You couldn't ask for a better night, Mike. It's beautiful weather. You've got two of the best teams in the state. Bradford's been rated #1 in the state all year, and they're expecting over 7,000 people to come to this game tonight. So it just doesn't get any better than this for high school football.
You know, it really doesn't, Coach. You're a Kenosha guy. Coached over at Tremper, got to 5 state championship games, won 3 of them. What's it like for you coming back to Kenosha?
Well, I was very fortunate to be a teacher at Tremper High School for 29 years and to be the head football coach for 18 years. And I'll always appreciate the support that I got, not only from those associated with Kenosha Tremper, but also from the entire Kenosha community. And I still stay in very close touch with Frank Matrice, who's the head football coach at Tremper, Mark Hugic, his offensive coordinator, who was our quarterback on 2 of our state championship teams. So it's just wonderful to be back to Kenosha. And I'd also like to mention, Mike, as a Messmer graduate, for the last 9 years, I've been a part-time teacher coming in every day to Messmer. And when I see the commitment that the staff and the teachers and the administration make to the kids in this urban setting, I'm just very proud to be a Messmer graduate, as you should be and as all Messmer graduates should be.
No doubt. Hey, Coach, before we get into the storyline, let's talk a little bit about the Charles Jessup Stadium. It's a great stadium. Tell us a little bit about Chuck. I think that you know quite a bit about him.
Yeah, Chuck was the athletic director when I was first came to Kenosha. He's a local Kenosian who played football during the Newt Rockne era. He was the starting quarterback at Notre Dame the 2 years after Rockne died. He went on to coach high school, college, and pro football, but he came back to Bradford in 1949 and just started a dynasty. His 1950 team is considered by some to be the best team ever of that area. It featured Alan the Horse Amici, future Heisman winner at Wisconsin and pro player, Mario Bonifiglo, a 2-time All-American for the Miami Hurricanes, and Tom Bratz, who was an NFL executive, including with the Packers. Chuck also had 3 more undefeated football teams in the 1950s. But when Tremper opened up and Chuck retired in the early 60s, Bradford struggled. And in 1987, they won a conference championship under Harry Stobbe. But it wasn't until Mike Bartholomew came here in about 2002 that they really got on track again. Now in 2006, Mike was 9-2, losing 2 games, 1 to Franklin, the same team we're going to see tonight, and the other to Marquette. And then Jed Kennedy came in 2007, and he's taken this program to a new level. Every year he's been here, they've gotten to the 3rd round of the playoffs, including last year when they only lost 1 game to eventual state champion Marquette. That game was played here before 7,000 people. Could have gone either way. This year Bradford has been rated #1 the entire season. They've got a formidable opponent in Franklin, but it's going to be just a great football game to watch.
Coach, I think the storyline tonight is the fact that these are 2 high-powered offenses, but they get things done differently. Franklin likes to throw the ball, and Bradford likes to run the ball, but I can assure you of this, that we're not going to see 2 teams with this kind of speed on the same field. The speed is going to be the storyline, I think, tonight, Coach.
And especially Bradford has phenomenal speed, and they run a triple option offense, but you don't know which back's going to have the ball. They might not know. They make the decision as the play is being carried off, but also their quarterback is so good at reading the triple option, and then he can pass when you're playing run. Franklin runs a completely different kind of offense. They run the spread, which will be fun to watch. Their quarterback's a great passer, but a great runner. He's got some great receivers. So I think you're going to see a lot of offense. Can anybody stop Bradford offense? I don't know, but Bradford has been a little bit vulnerable on defense. They gave up 21 to Muskego in the first quarter, and a couple touchdowns to Oak Creek early too.
Hey, Coach, last question. The week before leading up to a game like this, tell me what's going through these coaches' minds and how they're feeling right now and the week leading up to a game like this.
Well, the intensity level is obviously up a big notch all week, and you're preaching to your kids to be sure that you don't make mistakes, that you are ready for this game psychologically, but you yourself are a psychological mess probably. But these coaches, I'm sure they're very nervous now, but they know they've prepared their kids well, and I think once the football is kicked off that both coaches will be more calm and will do a great job of coaching these two teams.
Excellent. We're going to send you over to John Weiser and Dick Basham after the break. This is the All-State Thursday Night Lights high school football game of the week.
Welcome back to Jaskowitz Stadium in Kenosha. Bradford versus Franklin tonight on Thursday Night Lights with Dick Basham, John Weiser with you. An exciting ball game expected tonight. Two outstanding offensive teams. Bradford getting it done on the ground, Franklin through the air.
Well, Bradford is the ultimate running machine. They have two wingbacks that are averaging over 12 yards a carry, and Melvin Gordon and Vontae Jackson. Their fullback is a 3-year starter on defense and now playing fullback this year. And Gino DiBartolo at quarterback is one of the best quarterbacks around. He's completing 75% of his passes, so they're gonna be exciting to watch.
Lance Baretz for Franklin, their quarterback, maybe one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the state of Wisconsin.
Well, that's true. He's a 3-year starter. He's accounted for over 4.5 miles of offense so far, scored 31 touchdowns himself, thrown for 63. He's got 3 really excellent receivers in Walton, Oatson, and Meyer, and if he can get those guys open and get time to throw, it's going to be a wild show, I think.
The pressure's on the defense, and Bradford's got a couple of outstanding players on defense. One of them, linebacker David Sauceda.
Well, David Sauceda is as good a linebacker as there is. He's not the biggest linebacker around, but he's probably one of the fastest, and I haven't seen any that hits any harder than he does, and he'll be the key to I think, getting after Baretz tonight.
For Franklin, Macon Pleva, maybe their outstanding player on defense, one of maybe a handful of players on that defense that are just outstanding on that side of the ball.
Yeah, well, Franklin is a very good defensive team, the best defensive team that Bradford has played this year. But Pleva is the guy who gets it done. He has some help, though. But he's an intelligent player. He's a great student. His dad is an assistant coach. He's been around the game a lot, and I think it's going to be a key to the defense tonight for Franklin.
Leads us to our keys for the ball game tonight, and very simple for both schools.
Yeah, well, Franklin needs to slow down the Bradford running game, that's for sure. And they need to protect Baretz and give him a chance to throw. And they can't, I think, on defense, allow any long plays for Bradford. If they can slow that down, that'll really help them a lot. For Franklin, I think they need to pressure and contain the quarterback, as we've already indicated how effective he is. They need to disrupt Franklin's pass patterns and throw off their timing if they can. And finally, if they can keep the ball in offense and maybe run the clock a little bit and not give Franklin as many chances, they can succeed.
It's the number 1 ranked team in Division I versus the number 2 ranked team in Division II at stake, the Southeast Conference title. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this. Back at Jaskowitz Stadium in Kenosha, Bradford taking on Franklin tonight on our Thursday Night Lights. Right now we're going to enjoy our national anthem this evening. It'll be sung tonight by Brianna Mahan.
Brianna Mahan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Playoff atmosphere here in Kenosha. Number 1 ranked Kenosha Bradford, undefeated, taking on the undefeated Franklin Sabres, ranked number 2 in Division II. It's just an outstanding crowd here tonight. We're talking several thousand in attendance here tonight for this ball game. You remember how loud this place was last year in the playoffs, don't you?
Yeah, we had a chance to play down here for the in level 3 against Bradford. I'm told there were over 7,000 people here that night. It was a great game, and we were very fortunate to win and go on and pick up a state championship. But this feels like that kind of a night because both of these teams are terrific teams. They both have their own way of playing the game, and they're both very successful at it. And I think it really makes for an interesting setup for tonight's game.
Excellent night for football. Temperature in the low 60s, about 61 degrees here, very little breeze. Franklin winning the toss. They have deferred to the second half. Franklin in the white uniforms tonight, Bradford in the home red. Back deep to receive, Melvin Gordon, Iowa bound, along with Vontae Jackson. They're two outstanding kickoff return men.
Yeah, either one of those guys can take it all the way to the house, as they say. And if I was going to kick off, I don't think I'd kick it to him. I'd kick it on the ground and make somebody else run it.
Matt Ward getting set to tee this one up. Actually, it's Joe Falzon, I believe.
Yeah, he's their alternate kicker.
The alternate kicker, if you will. And there you get a look at Melvin Gordon, the speedster. 1,000 yards rushing this year for the Bradford Red Devils.
Scores a touchdown one out of every 3 times he carries the ball. That's scary if you're a coach, I'll tell you that.
When you think about it, 4 players on that offense, anytime they have their hands on the ball, can score at any moment.
That's true.
Falzon with the run up and kick. And it's going to be a low kick. It'll be taken on the line. Picked up back there by the return man, Chris Millard. Up the near side across the 25. And Millard spun down near the 28-yard line. Getting in there for Franklin. Tony Meyer, linebacker on special teams. Along with Walton out there for the Sabres. So Bradford 1st and 10. Just shy of their own 28-yard line to get things started here tonight. And there you get a look at their fine quarterback, Gino DiBartolo, completing over 70% of his passes, 30 out of 40 so far this year, 594 yards, 5 touchdowns throwing the ball, but a true game manager when it comes to this triple option.
Yeah, he can do it all. He's a scholar athlete for one thing. And he's second year at this, and so he's even better than he was last year.
Gordon lined up in a slot to the left, Jackson in a slot to the right. The fullback is Murphy. And it'll play fake, rolling DiBartolo out with time, going to throw it downfield. Has a man open, makes the catch inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line. Vontae Jackson, Aaron Freihoff there defensively for Franklin, but the big play to get the game started.
Yeah, that's a little bit like what they did last year to us. The first play of the game, they came out and threw it, and successfully. They faked a counter play, as you'll see right here. Inside fake to Gordon. And Jackson just kept on going, and he just hung it out there, and he was able to run under it.
So the big play to get things going for Bradford into Franklin territory from the 37-yard line. And they'll give it off straight ahead. Quanzel Murphy just moving the pile forward down to the 30-yard line.
That's not a good sign because they just pounded in there for 5 yards.
There you get a look at the backs and receivers for Bradford. Gordon, Jackson, and Murphy. Sounds like a law firm. They get it done on the ground with Atley and Furtney at the wide receiver spots. Schend, Nicholas, Feeks, Bauer, and Corrigan up front, one of the outstanding offensive lines in the state. Again, they give it to Melvin Gordon, spinning over the 30-yard line, spilled down at the 25. Vinny Bielk able to make the stop defensively for the Sabres, and another Red Devil first down, our first bank first down. So you get a look at the defensive line, a 3-5 setup here for Franklin. Gross, Butler the best one up front at the nose guard. There you see Pleva and Kornhoff, the 2 outstanding linebackers, and Bielk and Donovan will be pressured back there. As on the carry this time as Gordon breaks it at the 20. He'll take it in for the score. Melvin Gordon, his 22nd touchdown of the season, and Bradford strikes early in the first 2 minutes of our contest here tonight.
Well, Franklin was there. They just didn't make the play, and he was able to break the tackle and take it to the end zone. I think that might have been Pat Donovan who was there, or Vinny Bielk. I couldn't quite catch the number. One of the corners, and it's really unfortunate because they were there to make the play and just didn't do it.
So Bradford on the board early. 4 plays, 72 yards. Stevens to tack on the extra point from the DiBartolo hold. It is on the way, and it is good. 7-0, Bradford on top. And they strike early, and that's what they do. They like to get on the board early, make you play catch-up right from the get-go.
Yeah, and I think Franklin actually, they'll be okay. They were in position to defend that play that he was able to score on, but the pass play is something they're not going to do, down after down after down. So I wouldn't lose heart if I was Franklin. It's not the way they wanted to start, but it's we'll see how it goes out from here.
Get a good shot at Melvin Gordon. He is Iowa bound. He'll play his college ball at the University of Iowa. Over 1,000 yards rushing now to go with those 22 touchdowns. And now the Franklin has to regroup here, and they need to get going here, make a statement on offense here on their first drive.
Well, the good news for Franklin is they can put up points just as fast as Bradford can. Now it's a matter of whether they can keep their concentration, stay focused. It's a long night, 48-minute game, and one touchdown early in the game doesn't necessarily mean how the whole night's going to go. Their coaches really, I'm sure, are telling them that, and that's what they have to think about.
Evan Walton back deep, along with Anthony Meyer for Franklin. Stevens with the run-up. It'll be a low-line drive. It'll be picked up by Walton. He'll take it up the near side to the 20. Across the 25 and dumped down there. Making the play defensively, Josh Eckert. Getting there for the Bradford Red Devils immediately on special teams as we get a look at the Franklin offense led by their fine quarterback, Lance Baretz.
Well, they're starting at the 28-yard line. That's where Bradford started. We'll see if they can do the same thing that Bradford did.
Here are the backs and receivers, an outstanding group of receivers in Walton, Oates, and Myers. Great offensive line, allowing the protection for Baretz up front. Sabres 1st and 10, just short of their own 28-yard line, and they'll work primarily from shotgun. They'll spread the field. They'll go with two tight ends here.
Two tight ends to start the game. That's a little different than what they normally do.
And they're going to hand it off. They're going to try and run it across the 30 out to the 31-yard line on the carry. Jesse Palick that time, his first carry of the ball game, brought down by Hagopian out there for the Bradford Red Devils. There's the defensive line for the Red Devils, Covington, Callis, and Keels. Outstanding linebacking core led by Sauceda. And then the secondary tonight, Nash going to be a busy man out there along with Justin Otto. Our starting lineups tonight brought to you by Hits, specializing in team sports and spirit wear, apparel, promotional items at hitswisconsin.com. As Baretz on the run, takes it up the near sideline. Did he get out of bounds before the sticks? Sauceda ran him out. It's going to be awfully close. Here's a look at it again.
This is what Baretz does so well. He takes a play that's in trouble and then makes something good out of it. 3rd and short.
Let's head down to the sideline, and Mike McGivern, part of our crew tonight.
Hey guys, listen to Jed Kennedy talk to the offense, said a few things, and then he walked away. The offensive team sat by themselves and talked about not getting cocky and making sure they finish this one.
Great point, Mike, as Lance Baretz takes it himself for the first down across the 42-yard line. Callis, the nose tackle, able to make the play.
Yeah, well, that's true. Bradford cannot assume that they're going to do that every time they get the ball. And they need to stay focused. As I said earlier, it's a long game.
We'd like to welcome First Bank Financial Center as the first down sponsor on All-State Thursday Night Lights. First Financial Banking Center, discover the community bank difference. 1st and 10, Franklin at their own 42, down 7-0. We're early in our contest in Kenosha. Again, twin tights. Baretz with time. Going to throw. Swings it out far side. Completes the pass to Meyer. Meyer across the 47-yard line before he is brought down there. Good gain on the pass hookup from Baretz to Meyer. Nash able to step up and make the play. As we said, he's going to be busy out there. The free safety, the junior 5'11", 180 for the Red Devils. So 2nd and about 4 here for the Sabres from their own 48-yard line. They'll work it off the far hash mark. Baretz fumbling the exchange. It's on the turf. They scramble for it. Still no signal. Bradford thinks they have it. Still no official word yet from our crew here tonight.
Well, Franklin was running what's called a zone read play where the quarterback puts the ball in the running back's stomach and then reads the play of the defensive end. And I don't know if the running back took it from him and he couldn't get it out or what he was trying to do, but that's what caused it. But it is a play where the quarterback decides what to do based on what he sees.
Let's get a look at this one. They never
There
really
you can see right
connected
there,
on the exchange, and looked like Anthony Meyer for Franklin came up with it. He was battling the Red Devils there, and John Myers scrambling for that loose ball. So 3rd and 4 upcoming here for the Sabres. From their own 48, Baretz from shotgun, 3 receivers near side. Baretz going to check it down, coming to Myers, and it's overthrown, incomplete. On the coverage out there for the Red Devils was Quandell Murphy, the outside linebacker.
That was just a quick out pattern trying to get a first down, and he threw it a little bit too high. Anthony Myers is a tall kid, and he's got good hands, but he couldn't snag that one.
So let's see what Franklin elects to do here on 4th down near midfield. It would appear they will go for it. Baretz will get them set at the line. Same formation, 3 receivers to the left. Palak moved. No flag as Baretz will take it up the middle. He'll get the first down.
That is huge. I don't think I ever would have done that, but I have to give them credit. They knew something they could do in order to get that first down. This is just a little quarterback draw. Steps back like he's going to throw it, and then comes right up the field and reads the defense.
Finally, Murphy and Sauceda brought him down, but not before the Sabres get the first down at the Bradford 41-yard line.
That's huge. That's got to be a vote of confidence for your team.
Ball over the middle, and it's broken up, incomplete. Intended out there for Macon Pleva, the tight end. Jerry Nash able to break that one up.
Yeah, that was really an excellent defensive play. He looked like he was kind of draped over his back, but there was no contact, and got that left hand in there and knocked the ball down.
Everyone at Thursday Night Lights ask you to support Allstate in their X the Text program. Allstate and My24 urges students and their families to stop texting and driving by pledging to X the Text. Students can sign a pledge at the Allstate booth at all of our Thursday Night Lights games, or they can go online to allstate.com/teen and get more information. 2nd down and 10. Baretz under pressure, will swing it out complete here to the near side. Inside the 30 is Palak and out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he just dumped it off in the left flat to his running back, and there's a lot of room out there. He was really under pressure. That was a nice throw because he was backpedaling and dumped it out there right on the money.
Vontae Jackson finally ran him out.
See that Baretz is backpedaling here, getting pressure. Just a little jump and throw. Nicely done.
Let's head it down to Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, for the first time all year, Vontae Jackson and Melvin Gordon playing cornerbacks. So they put him in about the 5th play of the game, and they're letting him play cornerback, and obviously Vontae Jackson mind hitting people.
Twin tight end set here on 1st and 10. They'll shovel it out. Palak coming around the far side with some room. Gets it down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line where he has stood up there. Jerry Nash able to bring him down for the Red Devils.
Well, there you can see the speed of Bradford's defense. They're not the biggest defense, especially for a Division I school, but they are quick and they all can run. And that they closed the gap on that option, which was fairly open at the start, but they only got about 5 yards out of it. It was a good call because they're playing man-to-man on the edges out there with Jackson and Gordon, and they're just turning and running, so it's an automatic block just by alignment.
Brady Oates split out here the near side, drawing single coverage on 2nd and short. They'll hand it off. Palak over the right side, inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line, close to a first down. Garish Covington was there, along with Alex Callis up front for the Red Devils.
Essentially what Franklin has turned this into is a kind of a 9-on-9 game because we're making a 2-for-2 trade on the outside edges, and then it's the other 9 guys are playing the 9 left from Bradford. So kind of an interesting thing.
Pleva split out here the near side. The line Meyer up in a slot near side. Spread out far side is Brady Oates. Actually, they'll go twin slots here now. Trying to get Palick readjusted in the backfield. Baretz from shotgun. Going to throw it to the slot man. Meyer makes the catch inside the 10. Angles it to the goal line.
Nice.
Touchdown, Franklin.
That was a very nice cut back by Anthony Meyer. Good throw, good catch. It was a little high. He was able to snag it. Excellent open field running here, because he was hemmed in. You can see right here. Cuts back inside, reaches out over the goal line, makes the play.
Just his third touchdown reception of the season for Anthony Meyer.
Jermaine Coleman was in position to make the play, but he just made too good a cut.
And Ward to tack on the extra point. So the counterpunch thrown by the Sabres here on their first possession.
Two big things happened. They recovered that fumble play, and they went for it on fourth down. And that's what it takes in a game like this. You got to play to win, and that's what everybody's doing.
A 12-play, 72-yard drive using up almost 4 minutes of game clock here in Kenosha, and we're tied at 7. Anthony Meyer with the touchdown reception.
Both teams have established that they can do what they do. Franklin can pass it, although they did run effectively. Bradford threw one pass to start the game, but then after that it was all run.
I think Jed Kennedy still wants to talk to Brian Jensen on that fourth down play where it looked like the back pulled out a half second early on the count. Wanted the illegal motion call, didn't get it. So each team able to throw that first punch here on their first drive, and now we'll see how the Red Devils respond in a tie ball game here at 7.
I think this is what we expected to see, and we'll see now that Bradford going to get it for the second time. They probably won't get that good field position on that first play like they had the first time. So
Chris Millard and Melvin Gordon standing deep. Zone will drive it, and Millard will take it into the end zone. Automatic touchback in high school football, so Bradford will take it at their own 20-yard line.
Well, that's good when you have your kicker can kick it to that goal line, because in high school it's automatic. Once the ball breaks the plane of the goal line, then it can't be run out. If he were to catch it and run into the end zone, then he has to get it out of there.
From their own 20, DiBartolo will line up under center. And to give Devontae Jackson. Jackson tries to work it up the middle across the 20. Short gain of about 3 for Jackson.
Yeah, just a fullback lead, a little handoff to the halfback, the right wing back coming back in motion over the left guard.
Making Pleva there to make the stop.
Now Jackson's been averaging 15 yards a carry, so you can see that Franklin's not going to have any part of that.
This time they'll pitch it back. Gordon stutter steps across the 25, breaks a tackle out to the 27-yard line and driven back there.
Well, that was reminiscent of the touchdown play where Franklin is there, but they're just they got to get themselves under control a little bit. Big game like this, sometimes you're looking at coming up and really smacking the guy.
Looked like Dylan Nogalski got there, right there to wrap him up, bring him down. So 3rd and short here for the Red Devils from their own 28-yard line. I formation. Gordon the tailback. He'll get the call. Tries to break it around left side. Being chased by Pleva across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Will have enough for the first down. Pleva gave chase, but Gordon just a little quicker that time. Got to the edge and got the first down. Vinny Bielk able to make the stop defensively.
Yeah, Franklin has speed, but they don't have Melvin Gordon type speed. So they need to really keep him contained. Don't let him get out in the open field.
From the 31, 1st and 10 Bradford. Midway through our first quarter in a tie ball game. And again, Murphy, the fullback, for a couple. The Sabre defense had that read perfectly. And again, that's probably the toughest part, trying to go up the middle between Brendan Butler, Joel Kornhoff, and Macon Pleva, the two linebackers and the nose guard.
That's the strength of the Franklin defense, but Bradford needs to do that because they need to let them know that they're going to keep coming back in there. That keeps it open on the edges for the fast boys.
2nd and 7. Gordon skips his way across the 37 to about the 38-yard line, short of the first down. Evan Walton out there as a free safety in a cover 2 situation here for the Sabres.
Yeah, Evan has not played a lot of defense, and I think the play before that he was the one who was up on the line of scrimmage and didn't quite react right on that tackle, but he'll get better as the night goes on. So I think he's going to play quite a bit.
3rd and short. DiBartolo going to throw it. Now steps up, he'll run it up. Across the 40, gets the first down and driven back just as he got to the first down stick.
Tony Meyer came in and really laid a lick on him.
Brandon Butler had him held back, and it was Meyer who came up with the big blow. Let's take a look at this replay. This is that Boucher big hit collision. Right there, coming right at you. If you've been in a collision, you can count on Boucher Automotive with body shops all over southeastern Wisconsin to fix whatever is dented or broken on your car. As a big run that time by Vontae Jackson across midfield. Should have enough for the first down.
You know what I like about Bradford's running backs? Not only do they get to carry the ball, but they also get to block, and they do block, and they're very good at it. Melvin Gordon threw a block on that play that allowed him to cut up inside.
Jackson been offered to Wisconsin, has not committed, the junior. And again, you get the guys here on the edges between Gordon and Jackson, and then Murphy in the middle. There's Vontae Jackson with some running room down to the 35-yard line. Vontae Jackson, another 10-yard run, as we said. Dick, 15 yards per carry. Joel Kornhoff able to make the stop.
Well, I said a couple minutes ago, Franklin wasn't going to have any part of that, but right now he's working his way back to that 15-yard per carry average.
Not only that, but an outstanding young man in the classroom. He's ranked 16th in his junior class.
Exactly.
1st and 10 from the 36. They'll toss to Gordon, trying to work the middle. Gets it inside the 35 and is turned back short of the 30-yard line.
Now that's a formation they don't use as much as the double wing. They put Jackson take him off the wing on the left, put him in the I formation behind the fullback, and just toss him the ball and let him read the blocking scheme.
Alonzo Dentisi, the junior linebacker, able to make the play for the Sabres. 2nd and about 5 from the 31. And again, the fullback Murphy trying to bust his way up the middle, and he's driven back near the first down marker. Walton was there, along with Brendan Butler, the nose guard, finally to bring him down, short of the first down, it would appear.
Murphy's limping a little bit as he gets up. He has started every game on defense since his first game of his freshman year. That's very unusual. He's only a junior. But he is limping a little bit, and that would be a huge loss because he's a two-way player. Looks like he might have sprained his ankle a little bit.
Looks like it's going to be an official timeout, and we will take a break as well. Game tied at 7 late in the first quarter in Kenosha. Well, we're happy to have Dick Basham back with us this week. Last week, of course, was not with us, but receiving a very special award, the Spirit of St. Ignatius Award, which is the highest award that a recipient who did not attend Marquette High can receive. He served Marquette as athletic director for 11 years, the head track coach for 21, and of course head football coach for 38, as well as taught math. He compiled a 340-79 record, became the winningest coach in Wisconsin high school football history, winning 9 state titles. He's a member of the National High School Athletic Coaches Association Hall of Fame and the Wisconsin Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame, and now the proud owner of the Spirit of St. Ignatius Award. And a thanks to Visual Image Photography for sharing those photos. Congratulations, Mr. Basham.
Well, thank you, John. I appreciate that. It was actually a very emotional night. It's a very humbling experience when you get an award for you work all your life and go to work and just do your job, and somebody really appreciates it. And this Marquette High is a great place to work. I can tell you that.
Murphy,
I never had a day, I don't think, when I got up in the morning and didn't really want to go to work. So thank the school and thank you for and Channel 24 for doing that.
Our pleasure. Quanzo Murphy being tended to here on the sideline with a left ankle injury. In his place, Tyler Gittens at fullback. 3rd and short. DiBartolo will keep it. Second surge, gets it inside the 25. Should have enough for the first down.
Well, it gets a little tougher now down in here inside the 25-yard line. There's not as much, you can't go deep, so deep on the pass routes. They can crowd the line of scrimmage a little bit more. Let's see if they can maybe slow the edges down a little bit. They're okay in the middle. It's the edges that they're really having trouble with.
Mike, what do you got for us on the sideline?
Hey guys, watching what they do with Quanzo Murphy. They took his brace off. They taped his ankle. He said to his coach, just tape it. I'm ready to go back in.
DiBartolo and his pass incomplete, looking for Vontae Jackson. He was open.
He was. That's a play they were working on during the week when I was down here watching practice. That's a really good play and didn't quite work out.
Only 5 receptions on the year for Jackson, but 2 of those for touchdowns. So normally when they throw his direction, it's going in the end zone.
And they sent the split end down over the middle and kind of cleared the defense out, and then he came out of the backfield behind it. Had he had a little more room to work on the sideline, I think might have been a different story.
2nd and 10. And they'll give it to Gittens, the fullback. He'll dive forward to about the 21-yard line, wrapped up there. Kornhoff, the linebacker, there for the Sabres.
Well, this is 3rd and long. This is the first 3rd and long that they've had. See how they deal with it. Whether they think they have 2 downs to run for it or if they're going to go back to the pass again. We have officials time out here for something.
Now they'll wind it. We're late here in the first quarter. We are tied at 7. 3rd and 7 from the 22 for Bradford. And they'll pitch it back. Looking for Gordon coming around the right side, down the sideline, fighting forward and down at about the 14-yard line. Ran right into Pat Donovan, the cornerback here on the near side.
Yeah, Evan Walton again was on there, right on the edge. He just missed him by a hair. But one step behind Melvin Gordon. Gordon has got that extra gear that Franklin doesn't seem to have right now. They need to reposition themselves so they have better leverage on those runs.
Once again, downstairs to Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, here with Tom Sparks, sales manager Boucher Ford in Kenosha. Tom, thanks for getting involved in this.
Oh, no problem. Hey, this is our youth. We're here to support the community. What a great way to give back, for sure.
Hey, what are you guys doing with the 2010 Boucher Fords right now?
We're selling them. Ford's a great company, great story, a lot of great product coming out, big emphasis on fuel economy, and we're ready to sell them. Right down Highway 50 here in Kenosha.
Actually, Highway 50 in Kenosha. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Now that was the same play that they just ran to Gordon to the right, ran it to Murphy or Jackson back to the left. You can see he's got good speed, but look at there's Gordon blocking. Good block by the wide receiver, in and out. And Franklin just does not have the leverage to deal with that play right now in the way they're aligned. 15 plays, 80 yards, 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
Vontae Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. Stevens, all-conference kicker from a year ago, plays soccer as well to tack on the extra point. A hold by DiBartolo, and the kick is through. 14-7, Bradford on top here as they go on a snappy 15-play drive. And again, what is just amazing, all season long, they have only punted the ball one time.
Well, you can see why. They fumbled twice and lost the ball this year. They went for a 4th and 6 up in Stevens Point in the second game. Instead of kicking a field goal, didn't make it, and then they punted once. This is the 8th game of the year. That's pretty amazing, to be quite honest with you. And I know that Jeff Klemp, the Franklin coach, pointed that out to me when I was at their practice, that they had not seen him punt. So they weren't sure what the formation would be and what he would be able to do.
Something like 55 of the 59 first-team possessions that Bradford has owned this year, they have scored.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable percentage. I mean, I coached for a long, long time and never had a team anywhere close to that. So this is a special group of players on offense, and those the the four backs, the quarterback and the three running backs, all are extremely capable. And the problem they present is they stretch the field so far that Franklin now really is going to have to start playing a little bit of a guessing game, I think, as to how they should line up and try to guess the play a little bit more, predict the play, whatever you want to say.
Oates and Meyer standing deep. And this will bounce into the end zone for the automatic touchback. 1st and 10 Sabres from their own 20. Adrian Monk is a detective whose obsessive-compulsive disorder just happens to get in the way. Don't miss Monk, Fridays at 7 on My 24.
Well, just watching that kickoff now, the two Franklin, both returners ran up on the ball, and the other one thought the other one was going to take it and went between them. Now I hope they're not losing their concentration. This game it's only 14-7. There's a long way to go. They need to get their groove back, so to speak, and see what they can do.
Baretz gets them set at the line of scrimmage from their own 20. And the give is to... Well, Baretz kept it himself. Yes, he did. And something he did on that last drive, too, is Baretz accounted for 57 of their 72 yards on that last drive, as Joe Keel's able to hang on to Baretz and bring him down for a short gain of about 1.
That was the same play they fumbled on earlier, and he did keep it this time, but it was a clean handoff.
Quite a week last week for Mr. Baretz in the first half. 13 of 13. 312 yards and 4 touchdowns in 24 minutes of play last week.
A lot of games that way.
2nd and 10 from the 20. Meyer in motion. Baretz looking to throw, going to swing it out to Palick here. Near side, Palick met at the line of scrimmage, short gain. Good read by the defense that time here on the near side.
Just a little swing out there, tried to clear it out. They brought the motion man in and cleared the flat, just dumped the ball out. Where you see it right here. Good throw, good pressure from Bradford defense that time. That was John Myers and Baretz. And all those hits like that really take their toll as the night goes on. I know that's part of Bradford's plan, is to really put the pressure on him. The more they hit him, they think the more success they're going to have.
3rd and long, 3rd and about 7 here for the Sabres. Swinging out far side, met and hit immediately was Oates. Out there in that far side, Justin Otto, the senior corner, able to deliver the blow.
Yeah, that was a really good play. It was a long throw that he had a long time to react to.
Mr. Otto will meet Mr. Oates. And 4th and about 4 here for the Sabres. They're going to let the clock run down here at the end of this first quarter.
I believe so, and then I believe they're going to punt.
1 quarter in the books here in Kenosha. 14-7 for the homestanding Red Devils on Allstate Thursday Night Lights on My 24, presented by Zero in Wisconsin.
Hey guys, listen to the offensive coordinator with Kenosha Bradford. He's talking about long, drawn-out drives. They think they're starting to wear down the Franklin defense a little bit, and if they continue at this, they think the second half is all theirs.
Great job, Mike McGivern, down on the sidelines tonight for us, as always. 4th down and 4 from their own 26. Baretz going to punt it away, and it gets off a dandy. A bounce inside the 35, could not get a roll, as it will roll dead at the 34-yard line.
That was a good kick, and he didn't get a roll. That's unfortunate. I did see him work on that in practice this week. I didn't think they would pull it out this early. I'm not sure if their punter is hurt or they feel that they're vulnerable to a block, or they don't want to have a return man have a chance to run it back. Probably the latter.
Good to see Quanzel Murphy back out there for the Red Devils. You recall he hurt his ankle midway through that first quarter, got things taped up on the sideline. He is back in there now, along with Jackson and Gordon at the running back position. From their own 34-yard line, 1st and 10 Bradford. Gordon in motion. DiBartolo rolling left. Plenty of time. Looks to throw. It's picked off. intercepted out there by Walton, and he'll return it across midfield and out of bounds near the 40-yard line of the Red Devils.
Well, he hit him right. He was wide open, and he hit him. Unfortunately, it was the wrong team. I'm not sure if he was throwing to the deep man or the short man. That was the same pass pattern they started the game with. And Walton was right there. He picked it off, and now Franklin's got a chance to even it up. They're at the 40-yard line going in. See if they can make something out of it.
Evan Walton, the senior, able to come up with the pick. We talked about that. Turnovers would play a big part in a game with two offenses
they
like
do.
this.
In this case, I think Bradford's trying to keep him off balance a little bit with that play. Obviously, they've had a lot of success running. They don't need to pass right now in order to be successful, but you do have to keep the defense honest.
First bank, first down here for the Sabres from the Red Devil 39-yard line. They'll go with twin slots here. Baretz with plenty of time. Dumps it out looking for Meyer. There was contact as the ball got there. Incomplete, no flags. Broken up by Jerry Nash out there, the free safety. Meyer wanting a penalty, looking for the contact.
Yeah, that was pretty close. I'd like to see that again, but actually Baretz threw the ball a little bit late. He was open early, and by the time he just saw it, here we get a replay on it. Well, I don't know. That was bang, bang. I think that's probably a good call.
2nd and 10 from the Red Devil 39. Just underway, second quarter. Red Devils leading by 7, but the Sabres trying to capitalize on Walton's interception.
I wouldn't be surprised here even that they wouldn't punt on 4th down since they went for it on the other 40-yard line. Why wouldn't they go for it here?
Double slot with Meyer in motion. Baretz with pressure, swings it out. Meyer with the catch across the 35 and ridden out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Well, it wasn't really a screen pass. It was more of an under route where the wide receiver came all the way across the field. Just on the other side of the line of scrimmage there, you can see him go across the screen right there.
Agopian there to make the stop for the Red Devils, short of the first down, so setting up 3rd and short for the Sabres. 3rd and 4, we'll call it. Ball at the 33 of the Red Devils, again coming off the Walton interception.
Gordon and Jackson are in at cornerback. They're playing man-to-man. Everybody else is playing a zone type situation.
Palak left side, 20, and down near the 15-yard line. Palak with a nice run over the left side. Good sell by Baretz that time. Little option play himself there as Vontae Jackson able to bring him down.
Well, Bradford's sacrificing a little bit of defense on the edge because they're playing man-to-man out there, and all the receiver has to do is take off like he's running a pass route, and he's actually blocking the guy.
Justin Otto had a chance to bring him down for a short gain, could not wrap him up. Drive kept alive down to the Bradford 16-yard line. Another first bank first down for the Sabres. Again, play action. Baretz going to swing it out near side. Was it a catch or not? No, incomplete. Again, looking for Meyer. It was short hop that time into Meyer. Jerry Nash in coverage for the Red Devils.
Now, what's happening is they're trying to counter the blitzing of Bradford. Bradford's sending their linebackers to try to pressure Baretz. So they're sending the receiver underneath, but the free safety is picking him up very well. And Baretz was also on the run that time. He didn't really have a good platform to throw from. I think Franklin's actually probably been a little more successful on the ground than they have been in the air tonight.
Agopian, the corner out there on the far side, getting a good look into Baretz. He has time. Over the middle, caught at the 5, touchdown. Sabres, Pleva with the touchdown catch, the extra tight end. We talked about that. They went with twin tights to start this ball game, and making Pleva at the tight end position, making his 6th reception of the year.
6 reception, 4 of them for touchdowns. That's a pretty good percentage. And Coach Klemp did mention that to me this week, that they thought that would be there if they needed it, and they've already pulled it out.
Actually his 3rd touchdown of the year, and they capitalize on the interception. Able to punch it in.
Stand corrected.
And the kick for the extra point. It's good. We're a minute in, 14-14. 5 plays, 39 yards. This coming off of the Walton interception, so capitalizing off of turnovers here for the Sabres, huge.
That's huge, yeah. We're back to even again with 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. That's a nice boost for the morale over on the far side. They still need to work on their defense and try to find a way to, I guess, not guess at what's going to happen, but try to predict whether they're going to go inside or outside. And that's tough to do because they actually haven't even run the option that much yet to counter what they might do. But right now, Bradford is getting outside because they don't have any pressure on the edge to stop those wide plays.
Everyone at Thursday Night Lights asks you to support Allstate in their X the Text program. Allstate in My 24 urges students and their families to stop texting and driving by pledging to X the Text. Students can sign a pledge at the Allstate booth at all of our Thursday Night Lights games, or they can go online to allstate.com/teen and get more information. Red Devils try and regroup. Give up the turnover and the touchdown to tie the ball game at 14 apiece. Millard and Gordon will switch sides, but this one will come down to Jackson at the 20. He'll try and work the right side. Gets it across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Good coverage by the Sabres that time on a short kickoff.
Well, they had him running sideways. That's better than north and south, that's for sure.
Fryoff there to make the stop defensively for the Sabres, and so Bradford with the football just across their own 25-yard line.
Well, we'll see if they go back to what they've been doing best, and that is running the ball. They got the pass out of their system, at least for a while, looks like.
Gordon lined up in a slot here to the left. Jackson to a slot right. Murphy the fullback. And they'll pitch to Jackson. Near side. Got across the line of scrimmage. Nice read out there defensively. Bilk again, the corner out there. Vinny Bilk, the senior 5'10", 150-pound, got a piece of him right away.
Yeah, he got up on the line of scrimmage. The key for those corners when they come up is they need to break down, get into a good hitting position so they can make the play. These backs are too good. They're not going to let you just drill them. They're just too good at backs. So just be happy with making the tackle and not worried about how big a hit it is.
Gordon in motion. DiBartolo going to keep it around the right side with room. Across the 35-40 midfield. Down the far sideline, DiBartolo. Cuts it back at the 20 and down at the 10. Gino DiBartolo, the senior quarterback, on the keep around the far side. Donovan saving the touchdown, bringing him down at the 10.
Well, that's what I said in the opening. That's a four-pronged attack, and there's the fourth prong right there. They faked that inside counter, and the quarterback just kept it and took off down the sideline.
Donovan there to finally bring him down to save the touchdown. 52 yards on the run that time by DiBartolo. They'll pitch it out near side, trying to get the edge. Jackson inside the 5. Touchdown, Bradford. Vontae Jackson into the end zone. Nagulski, the last man there to try and keep him out, but Jackson too much of a steam that time on the run, and the junior knocks it in the end zone.
Yeah, it's that speed on the edges. They just they can't match the speed, unfortunately, and that's making for somewhat of a long night.
Looked like Fryoff, the outside linebacker, got sucked inside before the pitch.
It's all about leverage, and Franklin hasn't been able to maintain or attain any leverage on those outside plays to get him to turn back in. If they let him run him outside, they're never going to catch him.
Stevens with the extra point. It's blocked, but a penalty marker down. 2 flags, as a matter of fact. Our first penalty of the ball game here.
Might have had somebody from Franklin jump on the back to try to block it. That's illegal.
It's a procedure call. Yep, exactly. They'll re-kick. It's exactly the call.
Well, the drive was 3 plays, 73 yards. That a minute and 4. So every one of these extra points is huge because it could come down to the team that has the ball last. the way things are setting up right now anyway.
Let's see if they go for it here with it half the distance. They will try the two-point conversion here.
Based on the running game that they have, that's probably a smart decision.
Murphy the fullback. Jackson to the right side. Gordon lined up in a wing to the left, near side.
Line left here.
DiBartolo walks out from under center, going to call the play at the line of scrimmage. And he will keep it into the end zone for the two-point conversion. That may be huge. We'll see how that plays out as Bradford will take an 8-point lead here. Walton finally brought DiBartolo down for the two-point conversion, but it was his 62-yard run that set them up at the 10-yard line as we get a look at the two-point conversion.
Yeah, they unbalanced the line, and they were Franklin was a man short over there, and he was able to just fake the dive and then duck up inside for the touchdown.
Once again, Mike McGivern on the sideline.
Hey guys, listening to the defensive coordinator at Bradford talking to these kids. First of all, there's 4 or 5 coaches talking to him. Then he comes in and says, listen, you need to trust each other. Trust each other that you're going to do, the other guy next to you is going to do his job. Stay in your gaps and just trust each other. And I like that because these kids looked at him and said, boys, we can do this.
Well, Jim Camerata has been coaching defense for a long time. He's been at Bradford more than 20 years, and he certainly has some good players to work with, but he's right. You have to, defense is a coordinated effort. It's not one-on-one, it's 11 on 11. And you need to trust the guy next to you that he's doing his job.
Get a good look at Jed Kennedy, Bradford head coach. 36-7. Getting it to the semifinal game a year ago against your Marquette Hilltoppers.
As I said earlier, that was really a great game.
This kick will drift into the end zone. Meyer has to wait it out. Automatic touchback in high school brings it out to the 20-yard line. So a great one shaping up here in Kenosha. A lot of points through the first 15 minutes or so of this ball game.
Well, we knew there wasn't going to be one on a defensive struggle. It's going to be won by a defense that can finally slow the other team down. Franklin has not shown that they can slow down Bradford. Bradford has really moved the ball well. Franklin has struggled at times, but they've found a way.
Meyer and Schlem split out here the near side. Baretz will call it from the line of scrimmage, has Palick in the backfield. Now motion as Palick jumped, as did Schlem, the wide out here to the near side.
I think the center missed the snap count because there was more than one guy jumping, and Baretz was expecting the snap.
Ryan Jensen, our referee here tonight, his crew. So a 5-yard walk-off makes it a 1st and 15. Palick again in the backfield. Slot left and a slot right. 4 receivers going out. Baretz with time. Looks left, throws it out, complete to Oates across the 30. Oates coming up the middle of the field. One man to beat his auto. Oates will cut it to the far side. He could go, and he will. Touchdown, Franklin. Brady Oates, 85 yards for the touchdown, the longest completion of the season for Baretz.
This is just a little post pattern. He threw it right on the money. Missed tackle there. Outran that one, outran the next one. Brady Oates has got some speed. He's their leading receiver. He had 27 catches coming into the game.
9th touchdown of the year for Brady Oates.
Just what the doctor ordered right there. Now they're going to go for one. They're not going to get in that 2-point game. They're going to go for one. Stay on the cycle that they want.
Now penalty markers on this extra point attempt.
Well, if that was on Bradford, that'll be interesting. Maybe Franklin will decide they want to go for 2. Couldn't tell who jumped first.
Ryan Henson, our official tonight. It is offside on the defense.
Half the distance of the goal. So now they're going to go for 2.
85-yard touchdown completion to Baretz to Oates. That is the longest pass play this season for the Franklin Sabres. Oates, their big play guy, averaging nearly 22 yards a reception. And they will go for 2 here. Halleck the single back, Baretz in under center. He will keep it, tries to go over right guard. Second effort, trying to push the pile. No signal yet. They kept the play alive. They didn't see any. Nope, they're going to rule it.
Yeah.
They did not get in.
Well, you got to give Bradford credit. They really stuffed that. Tried to go over the left guard, and it's all about leverage on the goal line. And I think the defense got under the offense and stood them up a little bit. So they couldn't get that second push.
Remain 22-20. I think Baretz felt he
thinks
kept
was
his
in,
feet
yeah.
moving, that he was still moving. We'll get a replay look at this. Knee wasn't down.
It doesn't look to me like the. You can't tell where the. Somehow he wiggles through the pile and ends up in the end zone.
Again, the officials.
They blew the whistle
Right.
and forward progress.
Right.
Then it's over.
So I was going to say, I think the officials thinking their forward progress had been stopped, and you blow the play dead. So a 22-20 advantage now for Bradford, but the 85-yard strike by Franklin once again has narrowed this ball game.
Right.
And I was asked by several people what my thoughts were on this game, and I said it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be as we said, last team with the ball.
Yeah, that could do
probably will win the game.
And it's really fun to watch because both teams are doing what they have done all year to get to this point. Their best players are showing what they can do, and I guess you can't ask for any more than that from a situation like this. I know a coach can't ask for any more than that from his players.
Bell zone, another short kick. Jackson will wait for it at the 15. Up the middle, 20. Penalty marker down across the 30, and then down at the 32-yard line. We'll check out the flag.
I guess holding myself, but I'm going to put him back at the 10-yard line.
Mike Mitchell Wolashek on special teams made the tackle for Franklin.
Oh, we haven't gotten a signal yet.
Once again, the busiest man on the field, Mike McGivern. What do you got?
Hey guys, got Jim Galkey, district manager with Wendy's. Going to talk about a new promotion that they have going on with the Milwaukee Bucks. Jim, how you been?
I'm great.
Good.
Yeah, you come into our stores, buy a combo meal, and we give you a voucher for $10 off a Bucks ticket for every game on Saturdays all the way through the season.
It's a great promotion. Hey, how are the new salads going? Pretty well?
Oh, it's been awesome. You can come now, instead of just getting a big salad, we got our medium salads, and if you add Pick 2 to it for another $1, you can take your choice chili, anything else with it.
Great. Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate you being here. Back to you guys up in the booth.
I never figured Mike McGivern a salad guy myself. I thought he was the bacon double cheeseburger. Melvin Gordon coming around the near side, breaks a tackle. Across the 25 to the 26-yard line, Melvin Gordon. 16-yard run. Aaron Fryhoff, the senior, making the stop for the Sabres.
Well, he showed you his running ability, but also his athletic ability to step out of that tackle. Bring the ball. The play started out going to his right. It ends up coming back to his left. Actually, Franklin did a pretty good job of containing the play, considering what they were dealing with.
Use that boundary as that 12th defender.
That's right.
DiBartolo under center. Murphy, the fullback, moving the pile across the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. Tomasino, the defensive tackle, on that right side, able to make the stop for the Sabres.
So Bradford's doing a really good job of going in the inside-outside routine. So Franklin really doesn't have much choice as to how they're going to defend because they don't know which it is, in or out.
Gordon again, and a great play up front Tim Gross, the defensive tackle, coming across the line of scrimmage to make the play on Gordon to contain him immediately at the hole.
That's the play he just cut back to the left and made a long gain out of. That's the best way to deal with it, tackle it before it gets started.
Another 3rd and long here for Bradford, their second one of the night.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I would think they might go. They might throw a pass on this situation, but it'll be more of a controlled situation. They won't be trying to go down the field. All they need is 7 yards here to get a first down.
They'll pitch it, coming back near side, Murphy, and he is driven down right there. Forward progress stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Vinny Bielk and Macon Pleva, both there defensively for the Sabres.
Yeah, they ran it into the short side of the field, so they didn't. Murphy's a very good athlete, even though he's a fullback, but he didn't have a lot of room to work with it.
Only the second time all season the Red Devils will be forced to punt. And you picked up on something
in the warm-up,
tonight.
I thought the punter was a little slow getting the ball off. Now, Franklin hasn't seen him punt all year, so they maybe don't know that, but you might be able to pressure him and get to the ball. See how good the snapper is.
Alec back deep to receive. Stevens
short.
It'll be a fake as they try and come up across the 30, and he is going to be short of the first down.
Oh, wow. I think
Dave Sauceda, the short man, going for the fake, did not get the first down, and will give the Sabres a short
I'd like to
field.
see a replay, because I think number 2 tripped him right there. Yes, that's illegal. That should have been a penalty.
Might have been Donovan out there who brought him down via the trip. Pat Donovan, the cornerback, but he got the job done, got away with it.
I mean, he was faked out, and that is a penalty, but obviously the officials didn't see it.
So now, short field from the Bradford 33-yard line. You're giving Baretz an opportunity here. He'll work from shotgun. Palick in the backfield, 4 receivers. With time, throws it out. Pleva again at the 15, down to the 10-yard line. Macon Pleva, his second catch of the ball game. Quanzel Murphy lined up on him in single coverage, but Pleva beat him.
Well, he's a real threat because he's putting pressure on the linebackers now that they're using to rush the passer. That's Murphy, who's an outside linebacker, covering that. But Pleva runs really well, and that was Baretz is putting the ball right on the money.
See where they spotted here, just inside the 10, so it'll be 1st and goal for Franklin. Chance to take the lead here for the first time tonight. Palick, nowhere to go. Check that. That was not Palick, that was Tony Meyer.
Yeah. Tony's the backup.
Give the tackle to Murphy along with Callis out there for Bradford. They get a look at Callis.
It's a little bit tougher down here for a passing team because they don't have as much room to work.
Midway through our second quarter, just a 2-point ball game, but Franklin knocking on the door. Snuffed out the fake punt. Baretz, play action. With time, delivers, incomplete, and a flag is down. Looking out that far side, was looking for Walton, and he was tripped up.
That'll be half the distance to the goal, first down.
And it was Otto out there on the defensive coverage who committed the interference.
Some people may think, well, it's not a catchable ball, but that's not the rule in high school. Even whether it's catchable or not, if you interfere, it's interference.
I was going to say, anytime you impede with the receiver, right, as you said, half the distance, but it will make it a 1st and goal now at the 5. Otto very busy. He was the last man back on that 85-yard touchdown pass. Couldn't quite catch Oates. And Franklin wants it on the far hash. Quite a crowd here tonight in Kenosha. Several thousand from the community out for this one.
It's a beautiful night. There's nothing better to do.
This is all they talked about all week down here in Kenosha was this ball game. A playoff atmosphere as you get a look at our standing room only crowd tonight. Baretz from under center.
Got it.
Complete to Meyer, touchdown. Anthony Meyer, the senior, with the touchdown grab, running the post route that time from the near side in front of Melvin Gordon.
Well, that's a case of having a defensive back who hasn't been playing defensive back. I don't care how good an athlete he is down here. See, he jumps the outside move, takes him inside, and he's wide open. That's experience on the Franklin's part there.
Sabres with their first lead and a chance to add the extra point. Meyer, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the extra point sails through. Midway through our second quarter, 27-22. Sabres on All-State Thursday Night Lights on My 24, presented by Zero in Wisconsin. It's our Real Fan Cam tonight, presented to you by Wendy's. Wendy's, you know when it's real. And they are wearing pink tonight. The Red Devil football team supporting the Circle of Hope and its Tackle Pink game tonight. Circle of Hope, community-based nonprofit organization existing to raise funds to help women in the Kenosha area who are battling breast cancer. Big fundraiser tonight for Bradford High School and this Red Devil football team, and giving back to the community, something Jed Kennedy is very proud of this football team.
Well, he should be, and it's no better cause than that, that's for sure.
Millard along with Gordon. And Gordon
in the end zone.
About a 1.5 feet deep. And again, in high school football, that is an automatic touchback, and that is a great weapon. Falzone able to drive it into the end zone for the touchback. So the Sabres off that fake punt, 4 plays, 33 yards, take their first lead, 27-22.
Almost need to take a deep breath here.
Fans at home enjoying this one tonight, no doubt.
Well, we'll see if Franklin can come up with a stop here, another stop before the end of the half.
Get a look at the Bradford defense going over what they need to do here. They just need to make some plays. They got some tackles out there on that field on a couple
Coach
of plays.
Kennedy doesn't panic here and maybe go away from his plan, because what they were doing in the first quarter and a half was very, very effective. They have gone away from that a little bit. Here's the option. Going to keep it.
DiBartolo able to squeeze out a couple that time. Sabre defense ready on that option. DiBartolo, I would call him the supreme game manager. He really does a great job, although he threw the interception tonight. For the most part all year, he protects that football.
Well, yeah, he is very effective. He's the scholar athlete nominee for Bradford, so he's obviously smart, but he's also got a lot of experience in making those good decisions.
Murphy with a short gain across the 25 as you get a look at Jed Kennedy.
That was only Gino's second interception this year, so you can't really complain. We're in the 8th game.
Pleva there, the linebacker, able to make the stop. 3rd and short here for the Red Devils from their own 27. DiBartolo again on the pitch to Jackson, and he'll be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Vinny Bialk again able to make the stop here on the near side for the loss, back to the 25-yard line. Loss of 6.
Forcing him to run into the short side of the field.
Actually, a 6th tackle, I'm sorry. Getting my 6s as we get a look at the replay here.
They're in the short side of the field. Now they're going wide side, but Franklin is getting out there better now.
Gordon on the toss sweep. It's going to be awfully close here to see whether or not he's got the first down. Going for it here on 4th down. Let's get a look at it here. Gordon, I don't think he got there. It looked like he got turned away. I think it was Kornhoff along with Butler who kept him short of the first down stick.
Well, we definitely will measure this, and I would think Bradford. I think Bradford would go for it.
Well, if you started at your own 20, you need to get to the 30, and it's short of the 30.
If the ball's not there, you don't need to measure. Actually, now that you mention it, that's true. If it's not touching the yard line, it's not a first down.
Started right at, I agree. Why are you measuring here?
Well, I think that's what it appears that Brian Henson is saying that over there, but they wanted proof that maybe the chain was not right.
Jed Kennedy running all the way across the field here. He's got to watch out. He could get flagged here. I don't know what he's doing here. Running all the way over to the far side of the field. Jed Kennedy, the Bradford coach.
Unusual.
Well, they tried the fake punt, did not work. They went for it here on fourth down, deep in their own territory.
What he is talking about.
Quanzel Murphy wants to get his coach out of there before he gets flagged for an unsportsmanlike conduct.
If he gets a penalty here, then they'll have to punt. Right now, he can go for it and probably get it.
It was fourth down when they went for it here. I don't know if Jed got confused with the down marker or not, but they did go for it on fourth down. And
yeah, I can't.
Gordon came up short.
I'll have to give Brian Henson credit. He didn't flag him right away. At least he's listening to what he has to say, and he seems to be talking to him respectfully.
So the Sabres will take over at the Bradford 29-yard line. 4:26 to play.
I'm a play behind. I thought it was. I thought it was third down.
No, not at all.
Now I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's exactly.
I was watching the play, not watching the down markers.
I gotta wonder if he thought somehow Gordon had leaned the ball over
and then brought it back. Right, they didn't mark the forward progress correctly. Now he's going over to talk to Coach Klemp.
I think Klemp wants to know why the coach came all the way across the field and wasn't flagged.
Please welcome Lisa Castelli.
Get a look
Well,
at
we're
the
at a
fine
loss.
crowd.
I'd like to tell you what they're talking about, but I don't know.
I'm just amazed at the number of folks who've turned out here tonight. Maybe I shouldn't be amazed, but again, the several thousand here tonight for this ball game.
The Bradford coaches seem to be talking to the side judge on this side, who it's not really his call when the ball's on that side of the field. It's the head lineman job over there to mark the spot.
So Sabres will take over a first down here for Franklin before they get this play off. Once again, Mike McGivern downstairs.
Hey guys, listening to a couple of coaches with Bradford. They're not happy. Obviously, they moved the ball. Not happy they moved the ball. Want to know why they moved it. And at this point, what they're trying to do is get Jed to just settle down and coach his team right now.
I think I agree with that. You make your case, and then you have to move on. And he's a young guy. He's very enthusiastic, and he needs to give his kids a chance to win. And that's his job tonight. He has to certainly protect their side of things, but now it's move on.
And we talked to him before the ball game. He treated this game like it was a second or third round playoff matchup.
That's what he felt.
Baretz from shotgun, play action with time, over the middle. Meyer there, through his hands, he dropped it incomplete.
That's a tough catch. I mean, that's coming right straight over his head, and the helmet does obscure your vision a little bit in that situation.
Nash was the defender back there.
Boy,
he got some hands on him before that ball got there.
That could have been an interference call right there.
Awfully close. Ball, defender getting there at the same time.
Yeah, I think he maybe was interfered with there.
They are going to call it.
They did call it. I didn't see a flag. Okay.
Neither did I. 15 yards from the line of scrimmage and an automatic first down for the Sabres. Nash flagged for the interference.
Well, it was a smoothly played game, and all of a sudden here it's gotten a little rough. And
well, the fake punt that didn't work, going for it on fourth down, didn't work. Sabres trying to take advantage of the short field, add to their lead. Palik, lone man in the backfield, double tight ends, they roll Bartz. Baretz with the completion to Walton, and he'll be brought down hard at the 10-yard line. Justin Otto there defensively throwing Walton down.
Yeah, Justin has had a really good night on defense for the most part.
And good protection up front. Good job. Again, you're out in the island out there if you're Otto. Yeah. That's your last line of defense between you and the end zone.
Well, Franklin can get a first down here at See their Franklin players looking to the sideline. They're getting a play from their coach. Now, I don't know if they're going to let the clock run down and call timeout or what, but they're taking a lot of time here. Appears that, yeah, they're calling timeout.
So the timeout will be taken here by the Sabres with 3:28 to go here in this first half and a 5-point lead. Wednesday nights are really heating up. Be sure to listen to the Wendy's Varsity Blitz scoreboard show on Friday nights at 7 on Sports Radio 1250 WSSP. Get updates and scores from all the area high school football games. That's Friday nights at 7. The Varsity Blitz scoreboard show brought to you by Wendy's on 1250 WSSP.
Well, I think this is a really smart timeout by Franklin. They're at the 10-yard line. They can get a first down at the 5-yard line. It's second down, so they have 3 downs. To get their act together, and so everybody's on the same page, have a chance to think about what is our best play in this situation. At the same time, Bradford has a chance to regroup a little bit too. All the emotion that's kind of been going on here in the last 2 or 3 minutes, and concentrate on what needs to be done here.
Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Baretz will get them set. Palick behind him. 3 receivers to the left. Blitz coming. Baretz on the keep. And he's going to get short of the 5-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the Baretz keeper. And we got a Bradford injury at the 10-yard line.
Player down.
Get a look at the replay here. As Baretz on the keep. Covington able to bring him down. And
can't see the number. Oh, number 24, that's Murphy. 34, that's Sauceda. That's even bigger, but he seems to be okay. Probably got a little stinger maybe in the shoulder. I'm sure he'll be back.
All-conference linebacker from a year ago. Sauceda, the senior, 5'8", 200 pounds, the leader on that defensive unit for the Red Devils.
He's a terrific player. He really plays with reckless abandon, as they say, but he is under control within the defensive scheme.
Wednesday nights are really heating up on CW 18, and the hot new show, Hellcats is to Blame. It's a show full of blood, sweat, and cheers, and you won't want to miss any of the action on Hellcats Wednesday nights at 8 on CW 18.
Well, somebody took time out again. I'm not sure who it was.
Might have been Bradford that took the timeout.
I think it was because they each have 2 timeouts left, and I think that would be Bradford's first timeout.
Oh, Wendy and Frosty have made it to Kenosha. Wonder where they parked.
Yeah. Hope they got here early.
They had the football game going on tonight here, but also parent-teacher conferences at both schools tonight. Wow. So both at Indian Trail and over at Mahone Middle School, just to the north of Jaskowitz Field.
Well, I know there's a lot of cars parked outside the fence, people watching it from their cars as well as inside the stadium. So.
Well, big third down.
Getting their money's worth.
3rd and 2 here for the Sabres. Baretz will give it to Palick inside the 5 to the goal line. No signal. Just shy of the house that time. Palick. Nice run right up the middle as we get a look at it. Coming right at you in your living room right there.
Yep.
Myers, the outside linebacker.
Looks to me like he was over the goal line.
Well, 1st and goal inside the 1 here for the Sabres.
Now they got 4 downs to pound it in. Now that those linemen, the Franklin linemen, they need to stay down. It's all about leverage here. They do have a little bit of a size advantage, so.
Baretz under center. He'll just try and work his way between the guard and tackle. Touchdown, Sabres. Baretz, touchdown tonight.
Right in behind Levon Myers and Ben Ducats.
And quite a contingent made its way down from Franklin tonight to support the Sabres as we get a look at this. Good surge by that offensive line, particularly the right side, as you said. Myers the tackle and Ducats the right guard.
Yeah, they're 6'2", 230 and 6'6", 260. That's over 500, almost 600 pounds of beef moving that line out.
Ward for the extra point. It is on the way, and it is good. 34-22, Sabres, their largest lead of the game here late, using the short field, the fake punt converting on the touchdown, and then going for it on 4th down. Gordon coming up short. They were able to punch it in 5 plays, 30 yards.
Well, I'm impressed by the composure that Franklin has shown, because they were under distress a little bit when it was 14-7. They had not stopped Bradford at all. But they've gotten some bounces, as you said, gone their way, and they've taken advantage of it right now. Bradford, I think, has got to just regroup, take a deep breath, and say, hey, let's get back on track. I can only get back in the game 1 score at a time, and I need to get one now in this last 250. Make it a 1-score game.
Baretz tonight, 206 total yards, and has been involved in all 5 touchdowns.
Well, that's pretty consistent with what he's done over the last 3 years. He's accounted for 8,143 yards coming into the game tonight. That's 4.6 miles. 93 touchdowns, 62 passing, and 31 he scored himself. So this is consistent with how he's gotten them where they are.
Allard will pitch it back. Gordon across the 10, up the middle 20. Breaks the tackle at the 25 and taken down at the 31-yard line. Melvin Gordon a threat to break it at any time. Vinny Bialk able to make the stop for
nice
Franklin.
tackle by Bialk.
Well, when in doubt, get it to your playmaker, and that's what Millard did. As the Red Devils will get it at their own 32-yard line. They have 1 timeout remaining here in the final 2:43 of this first half.
One thing Jackson and Gordon have been playing defense. They may be a little tired. They haven't had to play both ways this year. They may be a little tired.
DiBartolo will keep it on the option across the 35. Brings it out to about the 37-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play. Joel Kornhoff, the middle linebacker, in there, along with Dentisi for the Sabres.
Well, that's basic option football right there. Stick it in the fullback's stomach and pull it out and down the line, and if nobody tackles you, turn down the field.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4 for the Red Devils. Again, DiBartolo going to be taken down back at the 34-yard line. Great job. Kornhoff again there to make the stop defensively.
Tim Gross, he's had a couple of big plays tonight. I thought he played really well in the game we had earlier in this year against Oak Creek. He was very effective.
Mike McGivern, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, listening now to the defensive coordinator from Bradford. He's asking for the leaders on that defense to step up. He said it's real easy to do this when we're up by 30 in games, but let's see who the leader is tonight when we've given up 34 in the first half.
Big first down pickup here by Vontae Jackson. They needed that, got it out to the 43-yard line.
Well, I agree with what Bradford coach said. This is kind of a gut check time.
First bank, first down here for the Red Devils at their own 43-yard line. 90 seconds to go here in this first half. Play action, DiBartolo with time. As a couple of players out there, leaping attempt by Gordon through his hands, incomplete. Pat Donovan, the corner here on the near side in coverage.
Yeah, Donovan was there. I think he probably could have gone a little more aggressively after the ball. Might have got himself an interception here because that was floated up there. I don't think Bradford has time to run it unless they're going to end up with a long run. They're not going to have enough time to do what they normally do to get to the goal line. They're going to have to throw a pass or two here.
Clock stop, minute 25 to go. Again, only 1 timeout remaining for Bradford. 2nd and 10 from their own 43. Inside handoff to Gordon, and he spins his way to the 45, a short gain of 2. Macon Pleva there defensively.
Now, all of a sudden, Bradford seems to be winning the battle up in the line of scrimmage a little bit more than they had been, and making plays now. They also have had him on the hash mark a lot, and they've kind of taken away the wide side of the field.
DiBartolo again, 3rd and long here for the Red Devils. He'll roll left, gets a block, fumbles the football, and it's picked up by the Red Devils off the rebound.
Oh.
Might have been Quanzel Murphy. That ball bouncing around like a pinball, and Murphy had it. Now who's got it? Let's take a look.
Well, Pleva's going into the end zone with one shoe off.
Let's see. There's the hit.
Well, that was a fortuitous bounce, I'd say.
Murphy's progress was stopped. The officials are walking in. Pleva took it all the way, but I think the officials stopped the progress of Murphy and blew the play dead.
Can't tell if he has a shoe off or he's got one black shoe and one white shoe.
Let's get a look at who may have punched this one out from behind. Right there.
But it hit Bialk on the shin.
That might have been Tomasino, I think, that got it out there. And the officials, I think after that ball went into Murphy, you could see his progress was stopped.
Right. Whistle blows, the play's over.
And they're going to bring the sticks into measure here.
No challenging in high school football. Well, you can challenge them, but they can't review it or anything like that. You can challenge their judgment, I guess.
And Jed Kennedy talked about this ball game as like an early edition of the playoffs here tonight. He says that get that churning in your stomach starting on Monday and knowing what's at stake as they pick up the first down. But he really was treating this and told the kids this is really a special opportunity here tonight with this opportunity. Second straight year these two teams have met as undefeated teams in this type of situation. Last year in the rain and the muck up in Franklin, but again, it was a close ball game until the fourth quarter last year.
I think Franklin's a little bit better on defense this year than they were last year at this time.
Quanzel Murphy there, saving the day here, keeping the possession for the Red Devils. They'll wind the clock down.
One thing Bradford doesn't have is they don't have that good blocking tight end that they had last year, and that really limits their offense a little bit. So here they are into the sideline again.
Vontae Jackson off the pitch, stays in bounds, and Bradford will take their final timeout. Pat Donovan, the corner here on the near side, able to bring him down for only a 3-yard gain.
They haven't been able to get to the outside on the wide side, so they're forcing him into the sideline where they got an extra, that 12th man, that sideline to work with, and it's been very effective. They're also breaking down and making better tackles right now.
Sabres with the 12-point lead. They're getting back-to-back possessions, short field, able to convert. They take advantage of the interception by DiBartolo to get it in.
I also think Bradford looks a little tired. Now they have to remember they've been way ahead all year. Haven't had to play hard much past the first half. Muskego pressed them a little bit, but that's about it. So they may be a little tired. It's also an emotional game, and that drains energy.
2nd down, 7 for Bradford. Final 31 seconds of our first half. Murphy, your fullback. Gordon here to the right. Vontae Jackson in a wing. Jackson to the right. Gordon to the left here. DiBartolo wants to throw with time. Now on the scramble. Has a running lane. Inside the 40 and stacked up at the 39-yard line.
That's
Bradford out of timeouts. They can't stop the clock. Gross able to bring him down. Bradford in the hurry up here with 15 seconds to play. 3rd and short.
Need to spike it.
DiBartolo going to spike the football. Clock it here with 7 seconds showing.
Didn't have any choice, and now they only have one down. It's going to be 4th and about 2 in midfield. I think they're going to have to send 4 guys deep and throw it up and see if you can get lucky. That's about the only other thing maybe is if they had a screen pass or something like that where they could get a convoy downfield.
They did score a touchdown earlier this year against Oak Creek on the old hook and lateral.
Oh, did they really? Okay.
They got one. That one was early in the second half of that ball game. I think it was the 2nd or 3rd play of that
this
second
might be
half.
a good place to pull it out. They got it set up over here with Gordon and Courtney.
DiBartolo stepping up, gonna fire, looking to the end zone, and overthrows the intended receiver. That was Jackson out there. And one more. And Sabres
seconds.
Gonna have 1.8 here.
They'll just take a knee and get to halftime.
The Red Devils being pressed at home here tonight. As that was 4th down, Sabres take over on downs at their own 39-yard line. I don't know, do you take a shot or take a knee?
I would take a knee. Up by 12.
Let's see, the Sabres showing like they're gonna try and run a play here. They'll go with 4
I think
receivers.
There's more chance that something bad can happen than something good here. But that's.
And Baretz will take the knee. And the Sabres coming to Kenosha, taking a 12-point lead here at the half. They take advantage of one takeaway. They stop the fake punt. They stopped twice tonight on 4th down, the Red Devils, and they will head to the locker room with the lead.
Well, it's going to be regroup for Franklin and keep the pedal to the metal, or regroup for Bradford and keep the pedal to the metal for Franklin, because they've had their way here the last 12 minutes.
Let's send it down to Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, here with Coach Jed Kennedy of the Kenosha Bradford. Nobody said this could be easy.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I'm going to put this on myself. I didn't put us in very good positions.
Well, you know what, Coach? You need to, I think, you got to have a way to get that quarterback out of rhythm from Franklin, because he's awfully good.
Yeah, he's given us some fits. We obviously knew they were very good on offense. Like I said, I put us in bad positions. Making them drive 20 yards. That's my fault.
You know what? You get in halftime. If you got a great speech, now's the time for it. Good luck second half, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you. We'll get back up to the booth and we'll get to a break. This is the All-State Thursday Night Lights High School Football Game of the Week.
34-22, Sabres in front as we hit halftime here in Kenosha. Great ball game. First place on the line in the Southeast Conference on All-State Thursday Night Lights on My 24, presented by Zero in Wisconsin. (34-22), Franklin on the road tonight over the homestanding Red Devils through one half of play in Kenosha. Right now, we'd like to highlight a very special student, the Boucher Automotive Group, proud to bring you tonight's presentation of our Scholar Athlete of the Week. And Tom Sparks, sales manager at Boucher Ford here in Kenosha, presented our Scholar Athlete of the Week award to Taylor Atkinson from Franklin High School. Taylor has a 3.956 GPA and is on the high honor roll. She excels in basketball, holding 3 Franklin High School records. Taylor is a member of the National Honor Society, volunteers at her church, as well as local recreational sports programs. Tom also presented a Scholar Athlete of the Week award to Gino DiBartolo from Kenosha Bradford High School. Gino has a 3.75 GPA. He is ranked 46th in his class. He participates in football, basketball, and baseball. Gino was selected 2009 Southeast Conference Player of the Year in football and volunteers at his church and at the Boys and Girls Club. Tonight's Scholar Athletes will be in the running to receive a $5,000 scholarship courtesy of the Boucher Automotive Group. One of our weekly Scholar Athletes will be chosen to receive that award at the end of the season. Out in the center of the field is part of that Circle of Hope and Tackle Pink promotion tonight for breast cancer awareness. We have local women from the Kenosha community forming the pink ribbon at the center of the field. Again, Circle of Hope, a community-based nonprofit organization existing to raise funds to help women in the Kenosha area who are battling breast cancer. Very close to home and very fine organization here in which the Red Devil football team and the entire Bradford High School student body getting behind as this part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month here during the month of October. Mike McGivern, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, I'm with John Legault, the Community Service Specialist, Wisconsin DOT, and we're talking seat belts. Hey, you guys have a big push, and you have a machine out here telling us why we need to be wearing our seat belt.
Yes, we brought the rollover convincer along tonight, and what that does, it show you what happens if you're in a rollover crash and you're not wearing your seatbelt. The results are pretty dramatic.
You know, since the last time I saw you in Oak Creek, I've worn my seatbelt. My wife would like to thank you for that.
Well, you know, that's a good thing if everybody does that. You don't know when the crash is going to happen, so you want to be prepared if it does.
Hey, last question. Why every time somebody comes to talk to me, they say they don't want to be here?
I don't know if they want to be on television or not.
John, no, that's not what you said. You said if I was a cute young girl, it'd be okay. Hey, we're going to get to a break. Other side of the break, back to the booth with John Weiser and Dick Basham. This is the All-State Thursday Night Lights High School Football Game of the Week.
This is why.
Sabres by 12 here at the half in Kenosha. Franklin on top of #1 ranked Bradford through one half of play, and it's been an exciting half of play. A lot of points, a lot of big plays as we get to the highlights, and right off the bat, the first play of the game.
Yeah, first play of the game, a play action pass down to Jackson, and got him good field position.
And then the
pitch to Gordon, missed tackle, and all of a sudden he's in your end zone. That was pretty much how the first quarter went for Franklin.
Baretz both with the arm and on this particular play, his feet.
Scramble. He's good at making bad plays, good plays. Here's the fumble that they were able to recover, which was a huge play for them because it would have given Franklin good field position, or Bradford good field position. This is fourth down play in that series where they went for it at their own 40-yard line. Pass to Jesse Pollock. Nice play down sideline. Touchdown pass here to Anthony Meyer. Great cutback there. Gets the ball to the end zone. DiBartolo's going to run with it. Good hit. That's a big hit by Tony Meyer. Another toss to Gordon. This is what he can do. He gets on the edge out there. He's tough to handle. This is Vontae Jackson, just a junior. That was a very nice run. Well blocked. Good block by Melvin Gordon on that play. Swing pass out to Pollock, I believe it is. This is a good hit by Otto in the flat there. Receiver didn't really have much of a chance. There's the interception. Evan Walton, who's playing a lot of defense tonight, is normally just an offensive player. He's starting to get his feet on the ground and get a feel for the defense. It's tough to just play defense once in a while. The speed of the game makes it tough. That's a throw to Anthony Meyer. Nice move there by Pollock to get out of that tackle. Nice throw there.
Make it clever.
Yeah, he's a big dude, and he runs really well. And they've made good use of him tonight, I think. I don't think his night is over on offense either. Here's the post pattern to Oates, Brady Oates, 85 yards. Nice run. Otto has a little bit of an angle, but Oates has got the speed to take it away from him. That was huge, that play there. Inside counter play that Gordon cuts back. You can see his ability, speed, his athletic ability. Franklin did a really good job of corralling that. Here's the fake punt that was not successful.
Let's get a look at the numbers.
Big numbers, yeah. 244, 281, not unexpected. But the turnover there ended up in points. Bradford has not been able to effectively throw the ball other than that first pass. They have run it well. I think Franklin has done a good job of mixing it up a little bit more with about 3-to-1 pass to run, but they really have been able to do what they needed to do or take what the other team's given you, however you want to say it, to get them to a 12-point lead at halftime.
You heard Jed Kennedy talk about the short field position that he put his team in, taking the blame for that. Now he's got to rally the troops around him and get them fired up again here for the second half.
I think one of the things in a game like this, if you wondered how coaches think, this is my opinion, but I think what a coach needs to do is give your kids a chance to make plays. Give them a chance to win the game. Don't take it away from them. I'm not pointing a finger at Jed or anything like that. He's doing what he thinks he should do, and I think he thought his kids would get that first down, and I think if they did it probably 10 times, they'd get it in at least 9.
Second half coming your way next on All-State Thursday Night Lights on My 24, presented by Zero in Wisconsin.
Hey, we're with Coach Clem from Franklin. That was a heck of a first half, Coach.
Yeah, exciting first half. People got their money's worth, definitely.
There's no doubt. Obviously, football is 4 quarters. How are you going to continue to contain that kind of speed that Bradford offers?
Well, I think we started figuring it out in that second quarter. You know, they made some great plays in the first half. They're great players. We slowed them down a little bit. I think we're being pretty physical with them out there, and I think that's going to pay off in the second half.
Coach, last thing, Lance Baretz is one of the best quarterbacks we've seen, and he is on fire tonight, finding open receivers and putting it right where it needs to be. He's really good in there.
Yeah, he's good. He's doing everything we need out there right now. The plays we call, he's making great reads. Everything's clicking right now. We just got to keep going.
Coach, good luck second half.
Thanks.
Excellent. Hey, let's get back up to the booth. John Weiser, Dick Basham for the second half of the game. This is the All-State Thursday Night Lights High School Football Game of the Week.
Mike, thank you very much. Lance Baretz, a pedestrian first half, 11 of 15, 182 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's not unusual for him. And I've seen him play 4 times in the last 2 years, and this is the most impressive that I have seen him. And he has put the ball on the money to his receivers. He has gotten out of trouble when he had to. His line has done a good job of protecting him. And I said at the beginning of the game that Franklin needed to slow down the Bradford running game, which they have found a way to do here in late second quarter. But they have protected him, and they have not allowed any long TDs. They had a long run, but they made him earn the TD. Bradford, on the other hand, has not gotten his pressure on the quarterback that I think that they needed, and they haven't disrupted the pass patterns. And they have kept the ball a little bit more on. They have time of possession by 3 minutes, but Franklin has really been carried out what I thought were the keys a little bit better so far.
Second half coming your way next on All-State Thursday Night Lights. Our Real Fan Cam presented to you every week by Wendy's. Wendy's, you know when it's real. Frosty could go for one right now.
Yeah, it would be good, wouldn't it?
Great crowd on hand here tonight for this one, and they've seen the Sabres from Franklin take the 12-point lead going into our second half. Important for Bradford here to get a stop early on this drive for Franklin, who will get the ball to start the second half.
Well, yeah, that certainly would help. They need to establish that their defense can stop them. They haven't stopped them for probably the last half of the second quarter. A lot of anticipation about this game tonight. I'm sure there's a lot of coaches here tonight who are not playing, that are scouting and watching Franklin, watching Bradford, because they're both certainly going to be favored to do well in their respective divisions. Franklin's a Division II team, Bradford's a Division I team.
On the span of the last 3 weeks, we saw Arrowhead last week. We're seeing Bradford tonight. We're going to see Homestead next week, and there's probably your 1, 2, 3 right there.
Yeah, that's true. In Division I, that's true. I think Bradford had that. They were anointed number 1 to start the season. They've been there all season. They deserve to be there. And now the second half will I think, tell the tale whether they really do deserve to be there or not. Last year in the game we played against them, we were behind we were behind by 21 after the first series in the second half, and we're able to come back and pull it out. So I'm sure Bradford can do some similar thing.
Meyer back deep to receive for the Sabres. John Stevens, soccer player, also does all of the kicking and punting for the Red Devils. Will drive this one. Meyer will take through his hands and through the end zone for the touchback. So a first down from the 20-yard line. Again, our thanks this season to First Bank Financial Center, our first down sponsor. First Financial Banking Center. Discover the community bank difference. Sabres with the ball from their own 20-yard line as we start our second half. They lead by 12.
Well, we'll see if anybody has any secrets here that they've been sitting on until the second half, probably. They're playing cover 2.
They go 2 tight ends. Palak, the lone man in the backfield. And they give his to Palak, trying the left side, stacked at the line of scrimmage. May have squeezed out a yard. Callis was there, the nose guard for Bradford, immediately on the hit.
It's just a little zone read play, and they gave it that time. Bradford's playing a little bit, playing cover 2. Their corners are rolled up. They're playing two free safeties. What used to be called a 52 look.
Baretz
sending somebody
action
down the middle right there.
All over the middle and
man.
over the head of Palick, incomplete. He was open. If he makes the catch, pay dirt from 50 yards out.
Well, that's one of the weaknesses of that defense right there. And he had his man open. Who was that? Yeah, Palick, Jesse Palick. And it was thrown over his head. He couldn't find it.
What a great play fake, though, by Baretz to carry that one through. And unfortunately, as we get a look at this one.
Yeah, here he is right there. Just see, you can't find the ball when it's over your head like that. But that is the play.
3rd and 9 from their own 21.
That will slow those two safeties up a little bit, though, from coming up.
Grady Oates along with Evan Walton split out here the near side. Meyer and Schlem far side, and Franklin forced to take a timeout early. Some confusion getting that play in from the sideline, and so the Sabres will take their first time out of the second half.
Bradford's giving them a couple different looks here, and they got a little confused. Weren't able to make the adjustment in the 25 seconds that you have. That's tough having to use a timeout so early, too.
Everyone at Thursday Night Lights asks you to support Allstate and their X the Text program. Allstate and My24 urges students and their families to stop texting and driving by pledging to X the Text. Students can sign a pledge at the Allstate booth at all of our Thursday Night Lights games, or they can go online to allstate.com/teen and get more information.
You saw there during John reading that commercial that Jed Kennedy went over and shook hands with that linesman, saying, "Hey, sorry, I might have said something in the first half I didn't mean." And have a good rest of the evening.
Meyer in motion, Baretz with pressure over the middle. It is caught. Pleva across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Gain of 15 and a first down for the Sabres. Coleman finally brought him down.
As I said earlier, I've really been impressed by Lance Baretz's ability to pick them apart tonight. These guys are fairly well covered, and he's putting that ball right on the money right there. And Pleva has shown me he's excellent. I think he's an excellent tight end prospect.
6'2", 211. Here comes Palick. Big hole over the middle, across midfield to the Bradford 49-yard line. Jerry Nash finally able to bring him down, but a 14-yard pickup and another Sabre first down.
Wow, we've kind of established here that Bradford is not able to stop him. There's that zone read play right up the middle. Two things are happening. They're establishing that they can move the ball again, and they are using a lot of clock.
Just short of midfield. First down, Sabres. On the draw,
Saseda.
Palick was there. So was Saseda. A strong side linebacker, the senior 5'8", 200-pound, all-conference from a year ago.
He almost overran that play, and he was heading for Baretz, and realized it was a draw play and was able to get a shoulder on him and knock him down.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11 for the Sabres. Crowd sensing the importance of this drive. They've simmered down a little bit here. Over 3,500 here tonight for this one. Second
man-to-man
and
on the
11.
outside, double covering.
Pump fake. Baretz up the middle, nothing doing. Red Devils were ready on the scramble that time. And still no official
like
stop and
scrum.
play. It is like a rugby scrum, and Baretz showing his strength, able to walk that football down to the 45-yard line.
I don't think I've ever seen that in a football game. I've seen a lot of rugby games, but that was really a rugby scrum. I don't know where they spotted the ball.
Yeah, they give him forward progress to the Bradford 48. Let's look at this. 6'1", 186 pounds moving that pile.
Well, he's really strong in the legs. You can see that. They may be trying to pull the ball out too. one of the newer tactics in football is to hold the guy up and try to pull the ball out.
You talk about an athlete,
right?
Strong of arm, strong of leg, Lance Baretz.
Seems to have ice water in his veins tonight.
A big third down play here, 3rd and 7. Baretz with time, screen pass to Palick. Far side, Palick, first down and more. Across the 30, inside the 25, and down at the 22-yard line.
Well, Jeff Klemp is the offensive coordinator, and I got to give him credit. He is making the calls that he needs to at the right time, and of course the players are executing them. But that is an excellent call there. Got the ball out in the flat where you got room to run.
26-yard pickup on the screen pass to Palick.
1st and 10 Franklin.
They'll put it at the 23-yard line. An impressive drive to start this half for the Sabres.
And by the time this play is done, he will have used up 4 minutes of the 3rd quarter.
Baretz play action. Going over the middle, looking for Meyer. Picked off in the end zone.
There you go.
Intercepted by Jerry Nash, the junior. There's free safety out there for the Red Devils.
Well, he overthrew him a little bit, and Nash had enough room to pull it down inside. That was probably the one he should have thrown away.
A big defensive play for the Red Devils, their first takeaway of the ball game. Couldn't have come at a better time here with the Sabres driving.
I think that's just what the doctor ordered for Bradford. We'll see what their philosophy is going to be here the second half. If they're going to go out and go with what got them where they are, or they're going to...
Jackson here, the near side. Gordon in motion. He'll get the pitch. Gordon with a hole. Across the 25. Penalty marker down. Spinning across the 30. Gordon still on his feet and brought down at the 37-yard line, but this may be coming back for holding call.
Either that or it might have been a face mask. I'm not sure.
Kornhoff brought him down across the 35-yard line.
So now they had Gordon on the right side. He's normally on the left side. They tossed him the ball. You can see Atley blocking out there. Jackson.
Might have been on Tony Nicholas, the senior left guard out there. He may have got locked in on that defensive lineman as he tried to steer him back to the
sometimes
inside.
When the lineman gets a guy going backwards, an official assumes that he must be holding him, but that isn't always true. It's a tough call.
5th penalty of the night against the Red Devils.
First and 11's not all bad.
Again, Bradford just continue to do what they do best. There's no need to panic at this point. Gordon again in motion, this time inside handoff to Jackson. Jackson across the 20, out to the 22-yard line.
Still forcing him to run into the sideline.
Tony Meyer, the outside linebacker, able to bring him down.
They're forcing him to run into the sideline. They're using a counter play to try to get out back to the wide side.
You could look at Macon Pleva, the all-conference linebacker for the Sabres. 6'2", 211, playing both ways tonight. 2nd and 8. Again, Gordon in motion. DiBartolo will keep, and he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And again, a nice job by Vinny Bialk. He has played an outstanding ball game tonight.
He has done a really good job. He's up on the line of scrimmage. Probably could have broken down a little bit. He almost got juked there out of this tackle. He was able to grab his ankle.
Bialk done a nice job here on the near side. 8 tackles tonight for Bialk. Well, another big third down here for the Red Devils. 3rd and 6 from their 24. The pitch,
sweet.
Gordon. Gordon breaks a tackle across the 30, runs over a player at the 40. Melvin Gordon into Sabre territory and out of bounds short of the Franklin 32-yard line. Macon Pleva finally ran him out of bounds, and there you see why he's going to be playing on Saturdays at the Division I level.
Well, he's considered the best player in the state this year, and I think he showed a little bit there. He hasn't shown a lot of what I would call brute power and force, but he did right there.
Melvin Gordon going to Iowa for his college ball, a 43-yard run for the All-State player. From the Sabre 33. DiBartolo, pitch back to Gordon. Gordon, fumble the football. It's loose inside the 30, and the Sabres appear to have it. No official signal. It is Franklin ball. Tony Meyer able to come up with the play, and Vinny Bialk with the recovery.
Well, you can see before that play, we had a good camera shot on Melvin Gordon. You can see he was really tired. And he did not put that ball away, and it cost him.
Might have been Freihoff that jarred that ball out. And Bialk able to come up with the recovery. What a game Bialk has played defensively tonight. 8 tackles and now a fumble recovery for the Sabres. Second turnover of the night for Bradford. So now Jed Kennedy and that Bradford sideline have to dig deep here defensively.
They need to make a play. Somebody needs to come up with a fumble, an interception, a loss in the backfield, get them out of their rhythm. We haven't called Sauceda's number a lot, as much as I thought we would tonight.
Baretz on the keep. Out across the 35, out to the 37-yard line.
7 yards, real quick right there.
Callis there to make the stop, the nose guard for Bradford, but a 7-yard pickup that time for Baretz. Again, I'm just amazed at the strength of Baretz. To take the pounding running the football, but then have that soft touch on the passing game.
Yeah, he has really had a nice touch tonight, but he is strong. He has shown it. Here comes a blitz from Murphy.
Halleck with the carry. They try and strip him, but he'll pick up the first down across the 40-yard line. Garris Covington there to make the stop.
I also think the offensive line from Franklin has been able to get that 2- and 3-yard gain in the middle of the field like they did right here. Just, you can see the red helmets going backwards there. That's not a good sign.
Sauceda in from the bottom of that pile. You get a look at him there. All conference a year ago at linebacker for the Red Devils. 1st and 10 Franklin at their own 41-yard line, midway point of our third quarter. 3 wide here to the near side. Halleck again gets the call, and he'll be wrestled down for a modest gain. Joe Keels, I believe, on the stop that time. And
good
Covington.
job of moving the clock now.
Harris Covington, excuse me. Covington, second team all-conference a year ago at defensive tackle for the Red Devils.
They're showing they have a running game here and that's one of the things with spread teams. They have a hard time running the clock out when they get a chance because they're not known for running the ball. Franklin has been able to run the ball all year. They're about 60-40 pass run.
Trips right. They come back to the slot man. Ball tipped in the air, and it goes incomplete off of Otto. They were looking there for Marcus Schlem.
Yeah.
I believe was the intended receiver, the slot man that time, and Otto nearly got the pick.
I don't know. Schlem didn't appear to see that ball. I don't know if he lost it in the lights or just didn't get his head around in time. Now they're bringing Jackson and Gordon in on to play corner, thinking that they're going to have to go down the field with a pass. I think a screen would be a good call again. I know they just ran it, but that situation where you can run the corner out of there.
Baretz with time. Far side. Leaping grab. Out of bounds. Oates could not keep his feet in.
Well, Vontae Jackson had good position there, and he forced him to throw the ball high and over his head, and he ran out of room.
Nice job by Jackson going both ways. You called it, Coach. Brought him in just for that reason.
Yep.
Now,
So
in
now
that playbook here, 4th and long, midfield
I
area.
think you got it. I think they will kick the ball here. It's just a matter if they're going to use a punt formation or they're going to go from their regular formation.
Normally Jake Ritz does the punting, but it's going to be Baretz possibly for the second time tonight.
So they can't put anybody back.
Now the officials stop play, and we have a timeout, I believe.
Who called it?
Bradford may have called it on defense. Indeed, they
Yeah,
have.
Yeah, they did.
So with 5:11 to play here in this third quarter, 34-22 Sabres, a key 4th down when we come back on All-State Thursday Night Lights. 4th and 6 facing the Sabres, but let's head to the sideline and Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, listen to Gino DiPardo, the quarterback at Bradford, talk to his offensive line. Say, look, we're moving the ball. We'll stop making mistakes. I'm telling you, hang in there. We're going to still win this game. Really firing up that offensive line at Bradford.
Mike, thank you very much. Got a little light rain, a little drizzle falling here at Jaskowitz Stadium in Kenosha.
I don't think it's enough to affect anything. We're on a turf field. The footing's going to be good.
Well, let's see how Franklin handles this one from their own 45, 4th and 6. Slot left, slot right. Palick in the backfield. High snap, and Baretz will get a left foot into this one. It will drift inside the 20, takes a Bradford bounce, and will be downed near the 17-yard line. 5:03 to go here in this third quarter. And Bradford now back on offense. As they've turned it over twice.
This is really important here. They need to, I know the quarterback is saying, yeah, we're going to do it, but they need to start doing it if they're going to do it, I think.
Let's go ahead.
Franklin has shown that they are able to run the clock a little bit more than, most, as I said, most spread teams can. Bradford can't afford to let them do that.
This may be the key drive here for the Red Devils. Jackson in motion will get the pitch near side across the 20, 25, 30. Vontae Jackson across midfield, and he'll be brought down just inside the Sabre 30-yard line. Dylan Nagalski, the free safety, tried to get him by the shirt tail, went for a ride that time.
Well, that's what the doctor ordered for Bradford right there. A simple play, a little toss, student body left. See him over. You see Franklin over pursuing the play. They had people out there, but they overran the play. Resulted in a long gain. Same play going the other way.
Melvin Gordon, right side, breaks a tackle down the far sideline. Gordon to the 10, cuts it back to the 5. Touchdown, Bradford. What a run by Melvin Gordon. Man, what a run. 28 yards, and Bradford back in the ballgame.
You're right, just like that, they're back. And that's the kind of talent that they have.
1 tackle, 2, 3, 4.
You see a lot of people diving on the ground. And it's not because they're poor making bad plays. It's not a good match athletically.
Bradford going to go for 2. Trying to pull it within 4. Interesting.
Yeah, I think I would go for 1. 4 isn't any better than 5, really.
Inside handoff. Murphy, the fullback, going to be pulled back as Franklin able to deny the 2-point conversion. Tim Gross, the defensive tackle, I believe, was the first one in there to take down Quanzel Murphy, the fullback.
All right, well, they didn't do anything different than they had done in the first half. They just did it a little bit better. And once they get the corner and get in the open field, some good things are going to happen for Bradford because it is a mismatch speed-wise.
2 plays, 83 yards. The big one, the big run by Vontae Jackson down this near sideline. Gordon able to cap it off with the 26-yard touchdown run.
All right, now it shifts back to Franklin. See how they can respond to it.
57 of those yards by Vontae Jackson. And the Red Devils back in it here late in this third quarter. Made it a 1-score ball game. Homestanding fans all on their feet here on this near sideline.
Yeah, it's gotten the crowd back in the game. It's been pretty quiet here for quite a while.
Oates and Meyer standing deep. Stevens will kick this one away, a low one. He'll skip around. Meyer will pick up short of his 10. Trying the left side across the 15, cuts it back near the 20, and he'll be stopped there and driven back. Meyer with the return. Getting down there for Bradford, Dewey Warner. Warner, a junior, on special teams for the Red Devils, able to make the tackle.
Well, this is probably the poorest field position that Franklin's had for any drive. They're inside the 20-yard, just barely inside the 20-yard line. They've been at the 20, but this is, they're bringing Gordon and Jackson back in to play cornerback. We'll see if fatigue becomes a factor here.
Gordon going to cover Meyer here on the near side. Baretz will get the play call from the sideline. Halleck across the 20, just shy of the 25-yard line. Sauceda, that linebacker for the Red Devils, able to make the tackle, but a gain of 5, second and 5 upcoming.
This alignment now puts Bradford a little short-handed in the box. They've only got 6 in the box, and with the zone read play, the quarterback has a chance they can get away with not blocking one person. So it's an even match for the offense.
There it's again, and Halleck stopped, no gain, may have lost a yard.
Yeah, that was well played there by Keels.
Covington and Keels both there to make the play defensively, and a big third down as we get it. When someone goes missing, it's up to a special unit of the FBI to find them. Don't miss the drama of Without a Trace tonight after the game, right here on My 24. Plenty of game to go. 3rd and 6 from the 23. Baretz gonna run out. Baretz getting to the sideline. Baretz spins forward and got the first down near the 30-yard line. Justin Otto finally brought him down, but good second effort that time by Baretz as he stepped out of a would-be tackle that time.
Well, he needed to get to the 30-yard line. He got hit at the 26-yard line, was able to find a way to get out there.
Also have a penalty marker down as well. Josh Eckert.
Talking to Bradford, so it must be on.
Tried to make that play, and indeed they are discussing this with the Bradford defensive captains. If it's a spot foul, let's see. It is
block
a
in the back.
Block in the back here against Franklin. It will be stepped off from the spot of the infraction, which was near the 25-yard line.
So I'll take it back to about the 15.
Sets up a 3rd and about 14 now for Franklin. Now do you play it safe here, Coach? Maybe try and get you something to give you a little more room to punt this one away?
Boy, I don't know. That's a tough one.
You know, the play that's been effective has been the little screen pass to Pollock. They've caught the Red Devils charging upfield.
They're playing man-to-man on the outside, but they're playing zone everywhere else.
Baretz, plenty of time. Over the middle, it is intercepted. Looking for Oates. Picked off out there by Jerry Nash. His second interception of the quarter.
He's just out there playing center field, and the free safety, and he ran that down. That was well done by Nash.
Ball was thrown short, and again, it's been raining here for a little while. You got to wonder if it was a slick football, and Baretz may not have gotten all of that one. Jerry Nash, his second pick of the night, and the Red Devils with a short field at the Sabre 41-yard line late here in the 3rd quarter.
That ball needed to be thrown a little bit sooner. It was in the air too long for a free safety. It's like a center fielder, and he's just able to track it down.
DiBartolo and the Bradford offense back to work. Trail by 6. Jackson, toss sweep. Pulled down from behind the line and struggled for a yard. Nice play defensively. Tomasino, the defensive tackle.
Yeah, he's made some good plays here in the last quarter and a half.
Vontae Jackson, 6'1", 180, a junior. 16th in his class. He ranks 16th
out of 500.
Out of 500 some students in his junior class. Outstanding academics, outstanding athletics. Gordon in motion. Fake the toss. DiBartolo with time. Looking to throw downfield, looking for Jackson, and it's overthrown.
That was a tough throw. He was running out. He had a little. The receiver was running out of room. He had to try to drill it in there, and it just couldn't quite make the connection. Again, I think if you watch Jackson now and watch Gordon, they're not quite as crisp in their running as they were at the start of the quarter because they've been playing defense. And they're not used to doing that. They're not getting that rest on the sideline that they've been getting.
Another big third down here for Bradford. I think they're in 4-down territory here.
Yeah, they're
trailing by 6.
Yeah.
6 of 9 on third down.
Right. They haven't had many 3rd and 10s though.
Give to Murphy. Murphy angles his way over the right side to the 35, short of the first down.
About 3
Kornhoff, the linebacker, middle linebacker, there to make the stop for the Sabres, and it sets up another 4th down for the Red Devils.
This is an interesting call. 3 yards is that too far to run? Too short to pass? That's always the dilemma that a coach has. We'll see what he thinks.
They'll run the eye with Murphy the fullback, Gordon the tailback.
History is that they give it to the tailback and let him pound it in there with a little toss.
Gordon, full stutter step, and he's going to cough up the football. It's on the turf. Doesn't matter. Sabres will recover. He would not have gotten the first down. Tomasino there made the tackle, and the fumble recovery by Gross, Tim Gross.
And I think that's Melvin Gordon on the ground. I don't know if he got stepped on or he's got cramps.
So Gordon late to get up, now on his feet. I think you're right. I think it's just cramps. He's going both ways since midway through that first quarter, playing corner here on the near side.
Gotta make sure to get him a lot of water. If you're going to play him both ways in this situation, you got to get him some water.
Bradford 0 for 3 now on 4th downs tonight. Minute 21 to go here in this third quarter.
But this one isn't deep in your own territory, so it doesn't hurt quite as bad.
Now let's see what Jeff Klemp has up his sleeve here. Baretz is going to throw. Going to throw that screen to Pollock. Has some blockers in front. Goes down the far sideline. Pollock out of bounds in Bradford territory. Out at the 48-yard line. Justin Otto with the escort. Big play there. 19 yards in the first down.
Yeah, they ran that really well. It's not your typical screen. It's only about a 2-man screen. Screen means lineman out in front of him, and of course, if the ball's behind the line of scrimmage, the lineman can get out there and get downfield.
Check out the Wendy's Varsity Blitz High School Football Coaches Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sports Radio 1250 WSSP. Mike McGivern and Joe Cook talk to different coaches each week. Saturday mornings at 10 on Sports Radio 1250 WSSP. As the pass from Baretz out here to Oates, Quanzel Murphy with the stop.
I don't think we called Brady's name since that long touchdown pass.
Oh, and they've flipped the field position here on the Red Devils now.
And now they're back to their normal defensive backs, so they are playing a little bit looser, a little bit easier to get that ball in there.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 1 for Franklin.
Yeah, now they have Jackson back in. They have Coleman over where Gordon has been put. Oh, he tripped.
Alec tripping in the backfield that time. Like he wanted to cut off that left foot, and he lost his footing. Once again on the sideline with Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, it's over by the Bradford bench. They're working on now Melvin Gordon. He's cramping in his left leg. Get him some Gatorade. I think he'll be back real quick.
Update. Big third down here, 3rd and 1. Final seconds of this third quarter. Baretz will keep. Second effort, forward progress should get him the first down. Lost his lid on the play as well. That's a tough kid.
Yeah, he's amazing. I like him. He's definitely the leader of this team. You can see that.
Covington making the tackle. Remington now with 8 tackles on the night. Clock stopped while they reset the chains at the Bradford 39-yard line. Now they'll wind it down.
They don't have to run a play. They
exactly.
can let it go down. Yeah.
I think the Sabres will do just that. Comfortable with where they're at right now. Up 6 as we will head to the fourth quarter. An outstanding football game here in Kenosha. Some 4,000 fans in attendance for this one. And the Sabres have come down on the road to take a lead into the fourth quarter. Franklin 34, Bradford 28. Fourth quarter coming your way on the All-State Thursday Night Lights on My 24, presented by Zero in Wisconsin. A great high school football game tonight in Kenosha, 34-28. Franklin on top of number 1 ranked Bradford as we head to the fourth quarter. John Weiser, Dick Basham, Mike McGivern with you. Sabres 1st and 10, play action. Baretz with time, looking for Oates, going up, and it's incomplete. Battling the defensive back there, Vontae Jackson.
That was Jackson was in great position. It was a good throw. Both guys it was kind of like jump ball in basketball, as you see right there, and they just knocked it around. But the free safety was also over there. Jerry Nash, who's had 2 interceptions. They got to be careful throwing that ball anywhere from the hash mark in.
That's a push. 6'1", 180 Jackson, 6'1", 181 Oates.
Yep, that's a jump ball. Now they got Pleva out here on the edge as a wide receiver in the trips.
He along with Walton and Meyer.
I think that's so they can have Oates one-on-one on the far side.
Baretz will keep it. Big running lane inside the 30, down the far sideline and out of bounds across the 20. Jerry Nash, the free safety, stepping up finally to bring him down, but Baretz with the strong run inside the 20-yard line, full 19-yard pickup.
Well, that was a great call by Franklin because they isolated the corner out there who ran with the receiver, and then they were able to block the running play. And, of course, Baretz is just as much a running back as he is a quarterback, and he took it about 30 yards down.
21-yard pickup for Baretz.
Okay.
Yep. Down to the Red Devils' 17-yard line. Double slot here. Meyer in motion. Baretz with time. Comes back to Meyer. Makes the catch. Meyer down the near sideline and finally brought down inside the 15. Once again, Vontae Jackson able to bring him down.
Jackson, we're giving Jackson a rest. He's getting a little bit gassed. This play looked a lot better than it turned out. They ran a long ways, but they didn't get a lot of yards on it.
Well, Sasita had the coverage on Meyer going in motion. He simply slipped and fell.
Yeah, right. I have to give Franklin their credit. They're not crawling in a shell here. They're pulling everything out.
Time the line. Pleva up as a tight end here the near side, along with Oates. Meyer in a slot to the right. Barrett's going to keep. Barrett's down the far sideline to the 5, to the pylon.
Out of bounds at the 2.
And they're going to mark him out short of the goal line. They also have a penalty marker back near the 15-yard line.
That'll bring it back most likely.
So we get a look at the replay here.
I don't see what the penalty was unless it was motion before the ball was snapped.
Ryan Henson, our official tonight, our referee. There we go against Franklin here. There's a block in the back. It had to be just as Barrett's cleared that far side.
So I can't comment on it, but we'll have to assume that that's what it was. And second and about 18.
So marking it off from the spot of the infraction will move the football back to the 25-yard line, resulting in a 2nd and 17 here for Franklin. Baretz will call out the play at the line of scrimmage. Has Pollock in the backfield. Slot left, slot right for receiver set. And they'll pitch the man in motion ball on the turf, and it's recovered by Bradford. Well, they were going to try to pitch to Walton, who was in motion out of the wing. And Covington, falling on it, recovers for Bradford. Nope. Maybe Keels. I believe it's 53 Keels with the fumble recovery. A huge turnover committed by Franklin here, deep in Bradford territory. And again, they tried a little something different that time, going to the wingman in motion.
It's easy to second guess. They hadn't run that all night, and they haven't had to. Everything else they've been running has been fairly successful. So,
DiBartolo wants to throw, looking for Jackson down the sideline, makes the catch, tripped up at the Franklin 43-yard line. Pat Donovan with the touchdown-saving play.
That was a touchdown-saving tackle, as they say. That was a really well-thrown ball by Gino DiBartolo.
Once
It's that play that I saw him working on during the week.
Bradford able to take advantage of the turnover as we head to the sideline, and Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, I'm with Steve Mann, the president of Mann Communications, the brainchild of Thursday Night Lights. Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing excellent tonight. We've got a great football game on our hands tonight, Mike.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, give us real quick what your thought process was on putting together Thursday Night Lights.
On putting together Thursday Night Lights, we wanted to make Thursdays to high school what Monday night was to NFL and make it a true community event where we're giving back with scholar athletes, really giving back to the schools and having tremendous participation within the community.
You know, what I really like is that part, that the fact that they're giving so much back to the community, and the sponsors have really bought in.
They really have. People like Allstate, Boucher Automotive, we've got the Department of Transportation, and then My 24 and David Ford and his team. They've made a tremendous effort financially and time-wise to really bring to life Thursday Night Lights in Milwaukee and make it a true community event.
No doubt. Steve, thanks a lot. Let's get back up to the booth. John Weiser and Dick Batcher.
Mike and Steve, thank you very much. Tony Meyer with the fumble recovery for the Sabres. Wow is right. Franklin back on offense. Baretz rolling right, being chased, throws it out, ball fumbled, and incomplete is the call. Meyer, the intended receiver at midfield, as he was falling down, coughed up the football.
This game, you can't make this stuff up, it's high school football at its best, and that's what happens.
Everyone at Thursday Night Lights ask you to support Allstate and their X the Text program. Allstate and My 24 urging students and their families to stop texting and driving by pledging to X the Text. Students can sign a pledge at the Allstate booth at all of our Thursday Night Lights games, or go to allstate.com/teen to get more information. First carry, I should say Baretz on the carry. Joe Keels, the defensive tackle, with the stop, short of the first down, and a 3rd and 4 upcoming for the Sabres.
Yeah, that was a quarterback draw that looked like it was going to go a little farther. Number 47 is playing for Bradford now. That's Austin Launderville. He made that tackle, I believe.
3rd and 4 from the 43. Barrett's going to throw, completes the pass near midfield. Nope. As coming up with the diving play was Oates. And a first down for the Sabres as we head back down to the sideline and Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, listen to the coaching staff at Franklin. They're talking about possession. They're talking about keep possession, keep the clock running, get a couple first downs, get this clock down to about 5 minutes, get a score. They think they can end this thing.
Absolutely, make it a 2-score game. Put all the pressure back on Bradford, but they have to get it in the end zone. Right. Under 9 minutes to play. Leading by 6 from midfield. First down, Franklin. Hard count by Baretz. Going to give it to Pollock. Pollock up the right side into Bradford territory, the Red Devil 47. Alex Callis there to make the stop.
Yeah, Bradford's running guys in and out quite a bit here, giving people a little bit of a rest on defense. I think they are a little fatigued because they've been on the field a lot. And as I've said before, defense takes a little more out of you than offense does because it's a reactionary situation.
Slot here to the near side on 2nd down and long. Here comes the blitz. Baretz on the keep. Baretz up the middle. Down to the 31-yard line. Baretz with a nice run. Again, Jerry Nash able to come up with the tackle, and we've got an injured Franklin player down at the 35-yard line.
I think that was Eckert that came up at the last second to blitz there, and they picked that up really well. Actually, both linebackers went, and all of a sudden Baretz found himself in the secondary.
15-yard pickup for Baretz. And now down to the Bradford 33. We approach 8 minutes to play here in Kenosha. Undefeated Franklin, undefeated Bradford. Bradford ranked number 1 Division I, Franklin ranked number 2 in Division II. And it's Pollock, big hole, inside the 25, tripped up at the 24-yard line.
That's Sauceda, I believe, tripped him up.
I believe you are right, David Sauceda, 5'8", 200-pound senior linebacker for the Red Devils.
Yeah, he might have saved a touchdown there because he had a good head of steam up in there. I think Jerry Nash was the only guy who would have had a chance.
Now this has to be a little tough as we get a look at the replay. Ankle tackle that time by Sauceda, but for a spread team like Franklin likes to get to the line of scrimmage, call the play, and go, trying to milk that play clock as much as they can.
They're doing a good job of it.
Pollock again, but read nicely by the Bradford defense. They were there immediately. It'll be a tackle for a loss. Loss of 2. Covington there.
You know, in high school football, there is you do get 25 seconds between plays, but there's no clock like there is in college and in the NFL. What is the clock is the field judge who stands down in the secondary, and when he signals when there's 10 seconds to go and then motions when they're on the last 5. So they do have something to look at so they know when they're getting close to the 25-second limit. Right now, they're not even close.
3rd and 3. Oates in motion. Here comes the blitz. Baretz able to get out of it. Flips it downfield. Oates with the catch at the 5. Touchdown, Franklin.
That is a terrific play by Lance Baretz and Brady Oates coming back for the ball. That's that defense where there's nobody home in the middle, and they are able to take advantage of it because they picked up the blitz.
Eckert on the blitz up the middle trying to get at Baretz. Bought enough time to get away and find Brady Oates for a second touchdown reception of the game. Now we get a look at another angle.
You can see right here how he's getting chased around.
Eckert had a
Threw
hand
it off
on
his
him.
back foot. That is very tough. You can see how strong his arm is.
Jermaine
Coleman was there, but he couldn't make the tackle.
They're going to go for 2. Baretz throws, incomplete, looking for Oates. Broken up by Justin Otto.
Well, going for 2 was the right thing. They would have been up by 14.
Still a 2-score ball game here.
2-score game.
40-28.
And there's plenty of time.
6:23 to play. So the Sabres did what they needed to do after getting that turnover.
Right.
Recovered the fumble, able to capitalize on 2 of those miscues tonight, getting it in the end zone.
I'm interested to see now if the fatigue is a factor for Gordon and Jackson. They have been on the field a lot more than they're used to being on the field.
8 plays, 63 yards. The Oates 26-yard touchdown reception is second of the game.
Well, this is what I kind of thought it would be. It's a really good football game. Both teams have had their chances. Franklin's, I think, made the best of theirs, obviously, to this point. But this is a scary team in red here that can cover 100 yards in a short amount of time. And this would be one way right here as a kickoff return. I don't know if I would kick it deep to... and you got Jackson on to the right of the kicker, and they've got Gordon to the left. One's up closer than the other, so if you kick it close, wide, Jackson gets it. If you kick it deep, then it's possibly Gordon. We'll see what happens.
Also have Millard back there. Handed it off to Gordon once tonight on a kickoff.
Got a high pop-up that gives him a little more chance to get down underneath it.
Millard across the 10, coming near side to 15, breaks a tackle. Still on his feet to the 20-yard line and makes it to the 21 before he is buried there. So Millard up to the 21-yard line. Joe Falzone, the kicker got down, as well as Malmstead.
Well, that was a good kick. It was a higher and not as deep, and they had a chance to get down and get some coverage. Have to give the returner a chance. He did a good job getting to the 20-yard line.
Allard on the return that time. Well, Bradford down 2 scores from their own 21-yard line with 6:13 to play. Will they have enough in the gas tank here? That will be the question. Murphy, the fullback. Jackson in motion. He'll get the pitch going left. Tries to get the corner. And he's going to be forced out to the boundary, short of the original line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard. Good job by the Sabre defense
That's
to
what they
string
need
that
to do.
out.
You just need to get up. You don't need tackles for losses. You just need to keep him running sideways.
Our guy, Vinny Bielk, that time able to string it out.
Vinny's had a season in one night. He's
tackle for a loss for Bielk. A loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
Don't over pursue. Keep it in front of you. Keep it going sideways. There's a pass.
3-step drop. Completes
Hook
the
and
hook and lateral. As the pitch goes back to Jackson across the 30 and gets the first down. Executed perfectly. Furtney with the catch. Ryan Furtney with the lateral back to Jackson, and Pat Donovan able to bring Jackson down.
Franklin did a good job. That oftentimes goes for a touchdown in that situation, but he came off it really well.
That combination clicked against Oak Creek earlier this year. Big first down pickup here for the Red Devils. DiBartolo again with time. Over the middle. Gordon with the catch and spilled inside the 40 at the 37-yard line. Vinny Bielk able to take him down, but a big gain into Sabre territory.
Right, nice throw and catch here. Little fake to hold the linebackers in. Had Gordon right down the hash mark. He just lofted it in there.
And another Boucher big hit collision. If you've been in a collision, you can count on Boucher Automotive with body shops all over southeast Wisconsin to fix whatever is dented or broken on your car. Pitch goes to Gordon. Gordon with a running room on his feet down to the 24-yard line. 12-yard run by Melvin Gordon, and another First Bank first down for the Red Devils.
Well, they're on the run now. They're getting their rhythm back. This is how, when they're at their best, when they have their rhythm, mixing the plays up. Gordon's got the cramp problem again.
He'll come off to the near sideline as we take a look at the finish on that play, and right there.
Dewey Warner coming in for him.
Warner in there, play action, DiBartolo over the middle, through Furtney's hand, incomplete. Took a free shot there from the safety. No call. There's an exposed receiver out there. Furtney nailed to the turf that time.
Yeah, that was a little bit of suspect there. Safety didn't really need to do that.
Here's the replay once again. Furtney.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought the second look, but he didn't need to do that.
Nope, that was Dylan Nogalski. Just letting him know he's in the neighborhood.
I guess so.
2nd down and 10 from the 24-yard line. DiBartolo, deep drop, steps up, down the far sideline, catch is made, touchdown Bradford! What a pass by DiBartolo, and on the other end, making the catch.
I think it was Jackson.
Vontae Jackson.
That was a great catch.
Let's take a look at this.
He was well covered.
What a play there. Aaron Freehoff, the outside linebacker, just could not catch up to the ball that time.
That's a little bit of a mismatch when you got a linebacker covering a back like Jackson out of the backfield, but he was running pretty well with him. But boy, they didn't get that. It wasn't in by much, I'll tell you that.
Stevens to attempt the extra point. The hold by DiBartolo, and it is good. 40-34. Bradford down 6 late here in the 4th quarter on Allstate Thursday Night Lights on My 24. Five-point ball game, 40-35. Bradford back to within 5 as you get a look at Jeff Klemp on that far sideline for Franklin. Klemp, 47-13 his record.
Won the state championship the first year.
First year he was there. You got it.
Lost to the state champion last year in the semifinals. He's had a lot of success. The senior class, he's ridden that senior class for the last 3 years. He will miss a lot of these guys next year. Looking for an onside kick here.
Yeah, they've got their good hands, people.
I think it's a little early. I don't think they will, but I've been wrong before.
It's a little pooch kick. Pollock will pick it up on a bounce out across the 25. Going to protect the ball and just go down near the 27-yard line. Max Hagopian there, making the tackle on special teams. And now if you're Franklin, you need a couple of first downs and milk the clock.
All right, we've got Vontae Jackson is in at cornerback.
And he's
Otto's going to be opposite, playing 2 deep safety.
Gordon's still on the sideline here on the near side, working out that cramp. So from their own 28, Franklin up by 5. Pollock in the backfield. 2 tight ends set. Oates to the near side, Walton to the far side. They give us to Pollock. Up the middle, breaks a tackle across the 35, out to the 39.
Maybe close to a first down.
Huge run for Pollock. Nash on the stop for Bradford.
And he did get a first down, so that's they need to use as much clock as they can here. This is that read play again. Gopian not able to make the play, but Jerry Nash was.
Good block there by Christian, the left tackle, closing down on Covington that time. Just turned him back to the inside, opening up that hole for Pollock.
Essentially, Bradford's in the goal line defense, just daring him to throw.
Baretz will. Pump fakes once, swings it out to Meyer, makes the catch. Out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Nash again there to bring him down.
And you don't dare a throwing team to throw because they will. But they're actually playing 7-1 with 2 deep and 2 man-to-man on the outside, so they are a little bit vulnerable to that type of thing right now. But that's what they think they have to do in order to stop it.
Second and short for Franklin. Again, trying to take as much time as they can here. 4:10 remaining. Again, double tight. Wideouts to either side. Pollock gets the call, and Pollock denied. Still on his feet, breaks a tackle across midfield. What an effort by Pollock to pick up the first down for the Bradford 46. Otto finally brought him down.
Well, that's pure desire. You know that no coach is going to claim that he taught anybody to do that. That is pure desire by a player who wants to make a play, knows the gravity of the situation, and had the ability to do it.
Looked like Sasita had him stopped right at the line of scrimmage and just couldn't bring him down. What an effort by Pollock. Another first down.
Yeah, Otto made the tackle. Otherwise, he'd have gone a lot more yards.
It's a first down for the Sabres. Clock continues to roll. 3:35 to play. Then they went back to that twin tight set. Barrett's going to keep it on the option down to the 45-yard line, and Bradford going to take a timeout on defense here, stopping play with 3:24 remaining.
Yeah, that's a good thing right there.
Quanzel Murphy making the stop. Where will you be when Clark Kent becomes the man of steel? Watch as his destiny unfolds all season long on Smallville. Friday nights at 8 on CW 18.
All right. Now you're Franklin. You got second down. You're at midfield. Put it in the air or not?
Jeff Klemp
is very calm. I noticed on the side. He rarely gets too uptight. And I think that's probably good. He has great confidence in his players. I know that. And rightfully so. And I think Jed Kennedy has confidence in his, but he's a little bit in a different situation. They need to make a play here.
Each team with a pair of takeaways on defense tonight.
You see Gordon is up off the bench, so he must be feeling better. I don't think he's on the field playing defense, though. They're going to need him at the end here.
I think if you're Jed Kennedy, you need a stop defensively, not risking putting Gordon out there on the defense.
Yeah,
you need him on the other side.
You need him when you get the ball back. You can't.
2nd and 8 from the Bradford 45.
He's the best receiver and their best runner.
Baretz wants the screen. Middle screen, and it's going to fall short. Intended for Meyer. Broken up by Jerry Nash.
Jerry Nash was all over that. They tried to bring Anthony Meyer underneath there and dump it to him.
Bradford will take their final timeout here, I believe. Bradford taking their second, is that their third timeout here? I thought it was their third.
They got 2 on the scoreboard, so we'll assume they're right.
Well, here's the situation.
Now it's down to 0. Yeah, they don't have any timeouts left.
Now here's the situation. You're 3rd and long, coach. You know you got to find something here that's going to get you 8 or 9 yards. You don't necessarily need it all on one play. You know Bradford's out of timeouts. If you can get it within reason of 4th and 2, 4th and 1, you got a first down to win the game.
I think based on what I've seen them do tonight and the situation, I would probably run that screen pass. It's a fairly safe play. We have room out to the left to run. They're very near the right hash. Jackson is playing man-to-man on the wide receiver out here, so he's going to run off with him.
He's got Oates here on the near side. Big 3rd down play. Crowd on their feet. Baretz with time. Now it breaks down, and he's going to go down back at the Bradford 47.
I think that's Callis. No, that's Eckert.
Eckert with the stop on the sack for the Red Devil defense.
That was a huge play right there.
Couldn't get rid of it and had to take it down for the sack. Josh Eckert, the senior, honorable mention all-conference a year ago. Now, they might just take a penalty here, or take it down as far as they can and take a timeout.
Bradford only has 10 guys on the field.
Yep. Bradford short a player. They got to get somebody out.
They don't have any timeouts left. There we go.
I'm just saying Franklin may take this down as far as they can to take the timeout. Let's see.
Right.
Yep, exactly what they're going to do. Sabres call timeout. 2:20 to go. Franklin will take a timeout here.
I don't know if I would do that little short punt thing. That is, he kicks it awful low off his foot. If they decide to take the gaps on this, he could get it blocked. I'm not sure. I don't remember who their punter was. We saw him against Oak Creek. Maybe they didn't punt in that game. I can't remember.
Each team undefeated coming into play here tonight. Bradford will play here in Kenosha next Wednesday. They will be across town against Tremper to wrap up their season.
Yeah, that's not automatic either.
No.
Not in Kenosha, it's not.
Well, Tremper, a big ball game tomorrow night. Right. They're in Racine against Park in the Southeast Conference.
Well, Franklin's normal punter has been
Ritz.
Their center, Jake Ritz. And for some reason they have not used him tonight. We'll see if they stay with what the plan that they had. It's certainly been effective so far.
Both Gordon and Jackson expecting a punt, dropping deep for Bradford. Fourth and 15 from their own 48.
Got to be careful that they don't rough the punter here in a situation. Give him the first down. Well, I can't imagine that they wouldn't kick it. Just you can't really give them the ball here in the middle of the field.
Baretz going to check out of whatever he called. And he's going to kick it away.
Well, he convinced him to bring the two safeties up. We'll have to give him credit there.
And a nice roll inside the 10. It'll roll dead at the 5.
Well,
how about them?
They messed around back there enough to make him believe that they were probably going to run it or something. And they brought the safeties up and he got the kickoff.
How about our smartest play of the game, brought to you by the Wisconsin National Guard right there. Got the safeties to come up.
Yeah.
And punting away was Baretz and deadening it at the 5. Our smart play of the game, brought to you by the Wisconsin National Guard.
All right, now
2:10 remaining. Bradford down 5. They need the score. They need the touchdown. Do they have it in them?
Last year in our game in this situation, they were not afraid to run the ball. They only had a minute at that time. Here they had 2 minutes. Here's
Gordon in
right
motion.
here.
He'll take the toss. Cuts back over the middle. Gordon back outside. Ran into the umpire. Steps out of a tackle across the 10 and brought down near the 12-yard line.
Wow. You cannot over pursue. I can't emphasize that enough. He is not going to go down easily, and he's not going to go quietly.
Bradford out of timeouts. They have to go to hurry up. Minute 44 to play. DiBartolo gives it to Jackson. Jackson left side will get the first down and more across the 20-yard line. That will stop the clock while they reset the chains. Bielk again there to make the tackle for Franklin.
That play was close to being broken though, because Franklin was out of position, one of their defensive backs.
DiBartolo wants to throw.
Looking for Gordon.
Coming down
Looking
near
for
side. Jackson broken up. Incomplete. Underthrown to Jackson. Stepping in to break it up. Pat Donovan able to close and knock it away.
Well, that was a good defensive play. He was open when the ball was thrown, but he closed down it pretty well and took it away. Here you can see on the replay, rolling to the right.
At the last second, Donovan able to get in there and take it away. You bet.
Right now, you don't want to be timid. You want to go after the ball.
Minute 25 to play. Second down and 10. Bradford ball at their own 22-yard line.
See if they have a screen pass or something like that. Quarterback draw. There's a quarterback
there
draw right there.
You
right
called
up the
it.
middle
Big hole up the middle. DiBartolo, first down out to the 35-yard line. 13-yard run for DiBartolo. Picks up the first down. Evan Walton there to make the stop. Clock stopped, minute 17 while they reset the chains. DiBartolo, first and 10 for the Red Devils. On the counter play. Jackson, big hole out to midfield. 15-yard run for Vontae Jackson and another first down for Bradford. Tony Meyer may have saved the touchdown there.
Franklin may want to use a timeout here to break the momentum a little bit too. There's no use saving them.
They'll pitch it back.
On the sideline out
Gordon,
of bounds.
short side, he goes out of bounds. Ushered out that time by Tony Meyer and Kornhoff. Able to get out after a gain of 1. Stops the clock with 56 seconds to go. Man, that's a tough play, Dick, because you're coming short side, that boundary almost as a 12th defender.
You know, it is, and the only good thing about it is they got the clock stopped.
From the Sabre 49, DiBartolo gets them set. Jackson in motion, he'll fake the pitch. DiBartolo wants to throw back over the middle. Intercepted! Pleva with the interception. Macon Pleva cements this game away for the Franklin Sabres as DiBartolo throwing his second interception of the ball game.
Big players make big plays in big situations. That's about as big as plays that young man's ever made, I'm sure. And
Macon Pleva with the pick.
DiBartolo was under a little bit of pressure, and he threw it back against the grain a little bit, and all the linebackers were flowing. He ran right into the ball.
And the Franklin Sabres can run out the clock here in Kenosha. Let's take a look at this again. That ball well overthrown.
See the fake, rolling a little bit to the right, and he looks back.
Was looking for Gordon. It was underthrown. He wanted Gordon out there and came up well short. Gordon running a skinny post from the left side.
Yep, that was, you had to give the defense credit. We got a penalty.
An excessive celebration penalty, I believe, here on Franklin.
Okay.
Yep, celebration penalty.
Well, they got 4 downs, and Bradford can't stop the clock, so.
Victory formation here for the Sabres, who will remain undefeated. They will go to 8-0. Bradford will suffer their first loss since the semifinals last year in state.
somewhat a lot of similarities to the two games too. The thing is, Bradford, they're not going to be conference champions. Okay, it's not the end of the world. It's not what their plan was. Now they go to plan B, and that is to win out, take care of the game with Trimper next week, get into the playoffs, and make their run there. It'll all be forgotten if they can do that.
One more snap for Baretz and the Sabres. And he'll take the knee, and that will do it. The Franklin Sabres hang on. They get a big play on defense, force 5 Bradford turnovers tonight, and win the ball game by 5, 40-35. Jeff Klemp, very happy head coach.
So.
And the Red Devils suffer their first loss of the season. Handshakes with the coaching staff across midfield. What a ball game. By far the best high school game, I think, in the state of Wisconsin this year.
There's no doubt about that. That's probably the two best teams. So I think Franklin's a little underappreciated in some of the ratings that I've seen. Not that makes any difference to them. But they're a very fine football team. They're a much better defensive team this year than they were last year, and they're just as good, if not better, offensively. So I think they have the ability to make a deep run in the playoffs. And Bradford, I think their offense sputtered a little bit under the pressure tonight. DiBartola didn't have as good a night throwing as he would like to have had, I'm sure, but that's not how they've made their living. I know he's 30 out of 40, but most of the games they were way ahead, and he didn't have the pressure that they had on him tonight.
How big was that drive that put them up by 2 scores tonight here in the second half?
Well, yeah, that was the key thing. Otherwise, it could have been an overtime, or the score could have been the other way around, obviously. But it was a great high school game. I thought it would be. I've been looking forward to it for about a month now since we saw it on our schedule, and it didn't disappoint us, that's for sure.
Team still with the handshake line going through the middle of the field as Franklin, 8-0 now, made a statement here tonight.
Well, these are definitely the two best teams down in this area of the state. I think Homestead is a very good football team. I think Arrowhead is also. But I don't think they're quite at this level right now that these two teams are. I have not seen Homestead, but I know that they have had a couple of close calls this year, and that's a little unusual for them. But we'll see them next Wednesday night. That should be fun as well. Also going to help Phil Dotka from Germantown as he retires at the end of the year. We'll pat him on the back a little bit that night as well.
Franklin about ready to receive the trophy for the win here tonight. Brian Calhoun normally does the presentation. He's actually coaching tonight.
We got the big boss down there.
It's going to be Mike McGivern, I believe.
No, I thought it looks like David Ford. No, maybe not. I guess Mike is going to do it.
Mike earning his keep here tonight.
No, it is David. David's got the trophy in his hand.
David Ford,
the general manager of Channel 24. He's put this together this year for.
Let's toss it down to Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, here we are. I've got David Ford, the general manager of My24, and Coach Jeff Klemp from Franklin. David?
Coach, it's our second time on Thursday Night Lights. You've given us a great show both times. Congratulations on the win. On behalf of Allstate and My24, we want to present you with the Champions Trophy.
Nice job, Coach. Well done. You got it. There you go. It's all you. Hey, Thursday night in Franklin seems to go together pretty well.
No, hey, we did a great job tonight. I tell you, our defense came up huge in the second half. It was huge. And that team has so many weapons, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, you know what? Your team's got a lot of weapons as well, Coach. Congratulations, boys. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Franklin Sabres with the win on the road tonight in Kenosha, 40-35 over the Bradford Red Devils. We'll step out. We'll continue with our post game coming up. This is Allstate Thursday Night Lights on My24. Still chatting about this one, 40-35 Sabres in what was easily the most exciting high school football game in quite some time here in southeast Wisconsin.
Well, yeah, there's no doubt about that. I really thought it would be that type of a game. I think both teams gave each other, the other team, their best shot, and Franklin was able to take it and survive it and find a way to make some plays, and they come out 40-34. So it's football's a great game. There's a lot of ways to play it. There's a lot of ways to win it and lose it, and we saw a lot of things happen tonight that could have gone either way, and Franklin got the most.
Let's look at the final numbers here tonight. And there you see all the yardage, over 1,000 yards between these two teams. But the big stat, the 5 turnovers tonight by Bradford.
It's pretty hard to make 5 turnovers against a really good team, especially a team that's very dynamic. They run the ball, they throw the ball. 458 yards, 587 yards, 20 on the first downs. So it was. I thought it was a really well played game, and both coaches should be congratulated. The season's not over; it's just the 8th game. Now they move on to number 9, and then go to the playoffs.
Lance Baretz tonight, 20 of 31, 292 yards, 5 touchdown passes. He's down on the sideline with Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, we're here with Lance Baretz, player of the game. 5 touchdowns, I believe 290 yards. Congratulations, that's a big win for you.
Thank you, sir. I can't take all the credit, though. Our defense, I mean, Bradford's offense, you got to give them a lot of credit. They're real good. They have some great athletes. Our defense, unbelievable. I mean, you guys saw it. They just absolutely shut them down. So I can't take all the credit. I mean, those guys, unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree with that. A couple of throws that I saw, and we're here with Coach Davies as well. Coach, you told me you've never said that many wows during a game ever.
I've coached for over 30 years, and I've been watching football for over 50, and from an offensive standpoint, I've never seen a more exciting game, and it's true. I said wow tonight more than I've said a whole season. Just so many plays by Lance Baretz and by his receivers and by those great Bradford players, too. It was just a great game to watch.
You know, absolutely. You know, Lance, we talked, you came on our Saturday morning show, and we talked a little bit about that 4-team scrimmage, and I came out and said, look, Franklin's the best team I've seen. And you know what? At this point, you guys are making me look like a prophet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm still kind of soaking it all in. It's amazing because this is our second big goal, you know. First one was make the playoffs. Second one was to win conference. And I think you know what the third one is.
Yeah, I got a feeling it has something to do with the gold ball up in Madison. Is that correct?
Who knows? I'll let you figure that one out.
No doubt. Lance, thanks a lot. We'll let you get to the bus. Congratulations. Thank you. Hey, Coach, last thing. You know, I have not seen that much speed and that much athleticism on the field in a lot of years, and it's a shame that somebody had to lose this game. I got a feeling that Coach Kennedy's probably not going to sleep well tonight. He said at halftime that this one's on him, that he made a couple of mistakes in that first half.
Well, you know, it's easy to second guess. If it works, then, you know, it's fine. If not, maybe it doesn't. But hey, Coach Kennedy's done a great job. He's brought this program to a different level, as high as could be. So I hope he does. You know, I know he won't sleep at all tonight. But I hope he does realize what a great job he's done, what a great team he has. And also, Mike, if I'm a college coach, Division I coach, I want to look at this Lance Baretz. I don't care how tall he is. He's the best quarterback I've seen in so many years. And Bradford has a great one, and Gino DiBartolo. But this is a kid. He's a kid you want to recruit.
Yeah, I agree with that, Coach. There's no doubt. Last thing, I think when the dust settles for a team like Bradford, and I'll make this crazy prediction, I think they win Division I state championship. I just do. I think after you get beat in a game like this and the dust settles, then all of a sudden you see, okay, look, we have to come out and play every snap, every game, because we're not unbeatable. We've gotten beat, and I just think that he gets them going and they start to roll again.
I think that you're very, very likely what you're saying is true. They've got a tough one with Tremper next week because of the rivalry, but I know they're going to be motivated. And I still think, you know, maybe we saw the 2 best teams in the state tonight, but that Bradford offense is phenomenal. And at any time with a running or pass play, they can score from any yardage. So I think your prediction may very well come true, Mike.
Excellent. We're going to get to a break. Other side of the break, we'll wrap it up. Let's get up to the box with John Weiser and Dick Basham. This is the All-State Thursday Night Lights High School Football Game of the Week.
Mike and Ron, thank you very much. And Ron Davies' insight, very, very keen here tonight. And just an outstanding high school ball game. Lance Baretz, 20 of 31, 292 yards, a season high, 5 touchdowns tonight. 2 by Brady Oates, 2 by Anthony Meyer and Mecken Pleva. with the touchdown tonight as well, and Macon Pleva with the Good Hands Play of the Game award tonight as he cemented this one away. The fifth
Right
turnover
here.
of the night right here. The interception at the 40-yard line that put this one away for the Sabres tonight. Macon Pleva from Franklin, the Good Hands Play of the Game award presented by Allstate. 5 turnovers, and it's tough to overcome that, and that's what proved fatal tonight for the Red Devils as they fall 40-35. So we take a look now for our Drive of the Game award, and Dick, you and I talked about this for a little while. I think Franklin a winner tonight in Kenosha over number 1 ranked Bradford, 40-35, and remain undefeated at 8-0. Bradford falling to 7-1. Let's go to tonight's Player of the Game awards, and for Kenosha Bradford, Melvin Gordon tonight.
Yeah, well, he does everything. He caught passes. He made great runs. He played some defense, returned some kicks. He's the real deal. I think he got a little tired. He had a little cramp problem later in the game. He also showed some power there. I know they're going to want him to bulk up a little bit when he gets into those Big Ten games. He's going to take a little bit more of a beating.
Toss here to Gordon coming around the outside. That little toss sweep that they like to run. And
he cuts back. You know, he sees the field so well and cuts back against the grain.
So Melvin Gordon from Bradford, and for the Franklin Sabres, Lance Baretz, 20 of 31, 292 yards, 5 touchdown passes. He also ran in a touchdown tonight and a 2-point conversion.
Well, that takes him up to 98 touchdowns he's been involved with in 3 years. And he must have added another half a mile onto to his yardage tonight too, so he's up near 5 miles. But he does everything for him, and he's. I know that he probably wouldn't tell you that he's the leader, but he is the leader of this team. They look to him for what he can do. He runs it on third and short. He runs it on first down. He throws it whenever they need it thrown. He's really a really good all-around quarterback, and it's been fun to watch him in these last 2 years.
Lance Baretz and Melvin Gordon are players of the game, brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards. Once again, Mike McGivern downstairs.
Hey, guys, we're here with Anthony Meyer. He's a 6'1", senior receiver, 6 catches, 2 touchdowns. His mom's maybe at home watching the game. He's wondering if he can get the first hour off tomorrow. Hey, Anthony, that was one heck of a game. You come in to Kenosha and beat the number 1 team in the state. Congratulations.
Thanks. It felt good. I mean, I was a little nervous at first when I came out here, but then the butterflies went away, and then I just did what I usually do, just do my thing.
Now last year you had torn ACL. You didn't play last year, and I got a chance to see you guys in a 4-team scrimmage, and I immediately asked your coach, I said, who is that? I don't remember him. He said, no, he was out last year, but he's back 100% with a big smile on his face. And your knee's feeling pretty good?
Yeah, it feels very good. The same way I left my sophomore year, and now I'm back and ready to go again.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, it's got to be good to be to play with a quarterback like Lance that throws the ball to you. He certainly spreads the ball around a little bit, and if you're open, he's going to find you.
Oh, yeah, he's going to find everyone he can, and we make plays, if toss up, and we just do what we do best, catch the ball and run.
Hey, Coach, your years at Kenosha Tremper, you've had a whole lot of receivers like this quick and big and strong, correct?
We've had some very, very good receivers, but Anthony and that whole bevy of receivers from Franklin are just phenomenal. I think Bradford has phenomenal running backs. Franklin has phenomenal receivers, but Franklin has good to great running backs, and Bradford has good to great receivers because they're both great football teams.
No doubt. Last question, Anthony, do you have any idea what you're doing next year, where you're going, what you're thinking?
I have no idea yet, so I haven't made up my mind. I'm still getting offers and calls from everyone, so I see what happens.
You know what, a game like tonight, you're going to get more calls, trust me. Congratulations, get on the bus, head home. We'll see you later. Hey, let's get to a break. Other side of the break, we'll wrap this thing up with John Weiser and Dick Basham. Let's go to the booth. Thank you very much. Go to the booth, John Weiser and Dick Basham.
All righty. Thank you, Mike. 40-35, Sabres with the win as they remain undefeated and will share at least a crown, the crown in the Southeast Conference this season. Our next game next week, a special Wednesday night edition of Thursday Night Lights. Out it's Germantown and Mequon Homestead from Homestead next Wednesday at 7 o'clock in Mequon. For Mike McGivern, Ron Davies, Dick Basham, I'm John Weiser for our entire crew at Mine 24. Thanks for watching All-State Thursday Night Lights.